need more.
Without fail, every time. You are literally so bad at it. Like it's so bad how terrible you are at starting the stream up. I'm like, all right, everyone, be quiet. And then, what did you say? I'm gonna need more.
We need more viewers.
They start trickling in when they see the camera.
Oh, what is up, everyone?
God.
Matt,
The worst.
not quite on point with the.
Fuck you,
not
dude.
quite on
Fuck.
point this week with the muting of the mics.
Are you kidding me?
So you'll get it. You'll get it, bud. Just keep
I have some friends and family tuning in for the first time. This is what they see.
Yeah. This is.
Oh, jeez. I didn't
Sorry,
think about
guys.
that. I should have not messed up.
Yeah.
All right.
Unprofessionalism in the workplace.
Guys don't know,
real
this is
shame.
Ian. It's our friend Ian.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for joining us tonight, Ian.
Thank you so much.
Give him a formal introduction once we start the actual show. Right now it is share o'clock.
Yes.
The very fun beginning of the show. If any of you would,
If you have
Wouldn't
hands
mind.
and a phone, share this shit.
we would appreciate it if you shared the show. Thank you. Thank you in advance. Matt's doing it right now. He's sharing the show.
You got to.
Lots of stuff to get through tonight. We have a juicy outline, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really fun show. So you guys are going to like some of the stupid stuff I wrote up. There's some.
I
The
always
great
do.
debate is the dumbest thing I've ever wrote.
Did you write a great debate?
Yeah.
Where?
Mark texts me and says, "Hey, do you have an idea for a great debate?" And I said, "I don't know. What are some examples you've done in weeks past?" And then he sends me like another message 60 seconds later, like, "This is what I got for it."
Okay.
I got it. We're good.
I can't wait
You'll
to
see.
talk about this.
You'll see.
Oh
Okay.
shit! Is this the secret?
What do you mean? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay? Now I'm curious.
There's a secret, apparently.
Giant trash bag trade. Yes, we have 2 trash bag trades in 1 month to talk about. That's amazing.
Don't spoil the outline.
All right. We're going to get into the show. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight and hanging out with us.
That didn't take long.
That's a good omen right there.
Yeah. That usually happens without fail in about 10.
just let it go. Dude, those things are a pain to set up. Okay, whatever. Look at it rock.
Works for me.
That sucker's going.
It's still rocking.
Rocks the whole show. Come on.
If the pinball quests are rocking, don't come a knocking.
That's right.
Colin has a question for you,
Ian,
before
Q&A
we
before
start
we
this.
go.
Oh, what's up?
What do you want, Colin?
Peach or Daisy?
Ooh.
What does that
Like
mean?
Peach, Princess
Princess
Peach or
Peach.
Princess Daisy?
Oh, okay, I thought you were asking about my favorite flower preferences, or okay.
You could answer both. I guess he didn't actually tell us, so you go for both, I guess.
Peach is the more original, so I'll go with Peach. She's like arguably the most famous MacGuffin of all video games.
No. Why would you do that to me? Damn you, Colin. You fucking had to do it.
You have a counterpoint?
I think Daisy has been through more. I think she's had a harder life, and I think she deserves more credit than she gets.
Well, I feel bad now. I didn't really read up on Daisy's backstory. Maybe I reconsider.
She doesn't get a castle. She doesn't get shit. She
gets Luigi.
Yeah, and who wants that? Charlie Day. That's the only person that wants Luigi. Okay, you guys ready?
All right, let's do this. Let's have a show, a podcast.
Season 6, episode 15.
I hope every single one of you have shared it.
Yeah, and we know if you did or not.
We'll find you.
All right, 3, 2,
You will.
1. I got the intro, by the way, Mark.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody, to Season 6, Episode 15 of the Matty Ice and Marky Mark podcast. I've got 2 very awesome people joining me this week. The first, the best as always, the best co-host, rather. Marky Mark is here with me. Hello, Mark.
Hi, how's it going? My name's Mark,
is.
I am here to have a great show tonight.
And joining us on the far end of the table is, we announced it on stream on the page after the Pinball League, Ian Montgomery, the pinball champion of Crazy Quarters Arcade. Thank you for joining us this week, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
the champ is here.
That's right.
Some may remember Ian from Extra Life 2020. He was with us for a while on that show. That was a good time.
Wow, I thought I was just like, man, 2020.
Yeah,
I can't believe that was last year.
I know we're a
That was
year.
such a long year.
We're only like a month away from. I think it's November 6th and 7th this year.
Yeah, man. Extra Life gonna be popping up pretty soon here.
I
Ian, we're glad to have you here.
I'm very thrilled to be here.
Yeah, I know you listened to the show, and it was just right afterwards. I was like, after the Pinball League Championship, I was just like, hey, man, how about you come on the show on Monday? And I can't believe you said yes. It was like, oh, man, we got a treat.
You knew my emotions were running high at that
Yes.
moment. So if there was ever a time I was going to say yes, it was
Yes, I
going to be.
immediately took advantage of that situation.
Yeah,
you know
there
me
you
well.
go.
You
There
know
you
me
go.
very well.
That's awesome.
Mark knows how to capitalize.
It's like how people used to draft freaking kids for Vietnam, like at a high school graduation party or something.
Yeah, literally the same exact thing. Like,
Exactly.
I was thinking more like my I'm going to Disneyland kind of moment.
Yes, exactly. Same thing.
Yeah.
Vietnam.
I'm going to the
Disneyland.
podcast.
Vietnam, Disneyland, they're both pretty awesome.
Same thing.
I'll take your word for that, man.
Jesus. So we've got two predictions. Someone asked us in the chat. Andy, will you be making any Final Smash DLC character predictions for the show? And a prediction on how many times the Pinball Quest will fall over this show. So I knew you. Why didn't you just fucking do it? Oh my God. He
What?
does it. He does it just to
What do you mean?
get to me.
I didn't even know what you're talking about.
I'm going to say my prediction for the Smash DLC that comes out tomorrow. I'm going to say I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to actually fucking kill you.
What do you mean?
Get the fucking shit off the... God.
Aw. Ninja Turtles.
I know. I entered the box.
Your prediction for the Smash, that is tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I've got two. I'm going to say Master Chef, Master Chief, or
Oh.
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, man.
I know a lot of people are saying
The chef.
Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
They've been saying that one for a while.
That's been the main
I'm
one.
saying Waluigi, baby. You
think
give
so?
the fans what they want.
That'd be amazing.
Yes.
What about you, Ian? You got any picks?
Man, Master Chief would be insane and probably overpowered. So I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Now, this is like the last reveal that they're doing, right? No more DLC characters after this? That's what I heard.
Supposedly, it is Mr. Sakurai's last presentation, but depending on how well Nicktoons All Stars does, they might. I feel like they might release some DLC to get the crowd back after they lose it from that game.
Well, if that's the case, I wouldn't be surprised if they announced Waluigi because, like you said, he's got like the the internet fan following and all that. I'm sure Nintendo is well aware of how many people want him in the game. So for them to throw that out for like the big finale, if that's the case,
That's
sense
what they
to me,
should do,
yeah.
but Nintendo doesn't listen to
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
The only thing,
Fair
and plus, Waluigi's an assist trophy already.
That was the thing that's always been on my mind is you
Yeah.
would have to. I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to get rid of the assist trophy, but it would be pretty interesting to see a Waluigi character and a Waluigi assist on the screen at the same time.
I mean, they could just be like, whatever, they're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And then
I want Knuckles, even though he's an assist trophy also.
oh yeah, Andy's prediction is a rendition of Sakurai himself. That'd be amazing. And he just one hit and you're done. Like one hit, you actually take 3 stocks with one hit from him. My prediction for the cart falling over, I'm gonna say twice. Going 2 times here.
I'm going with 4.
4? Damn. Give me a
Starting
little
now.
credit. What about you? Cart falling over, Ian. This is important.
car falling over.
Yeah.
Pinball.
Hey,
No, we're
cheating.
good. Oh, that ain't going. That thing's not moving. Okay, why don't we get into, as always, what we've been playing? There's been a lot of downtime to play some games lately. So last week I talked about Deathloop, and I wanted to go more in depth on it this week. So I'm getting really close to being done with it. I think I probably put in about 20 to 25 hours now. And it really is interesting how... So the whole point of the game, I don't know if I said it last week, you have 8 people that you're trying to kill to end the loop. So you have to kill 8 people in one day. The day is broken up into 4 different parts: the morning, noon, afternoon, and evening. So you have to kill 2 people in each area during that time. So it's all about uncovering clues to get these people together in one spot to where you can kill them that day. So it's been really interesting trying to find all these different workarounds to get all the clues you need. And the really cool part of this game is the play style that you can have, where you can just be running and gunning like crazy, or you can sneak around and try to not get caught by anyone or anything like that. The thing that's been happening for me now is there's another, if you've seen the trailer, there's a female that fucks with you during the game. So there's an online element to it where you play as Colt trying to break the loop, but you can also play as Juliana, and you can invade other people's loops. And God, throw me off every time. Can you ever just focus? Oh
I have done nothing wrong.
Oh my God.
I have done nothing wrong.
I just gotta sit over. You know what? We're gonna move spots next time,
Juliana,
so you can't actually.
what are you saying? Come on, man.
Juliana, you can play as Juliana to invade other people's loops, and you can kill Colt, and that'll end the loop. So I keep having people invade my world, and I haven't died to her yet because I'm a fucking beast. So
Gee.
I don't gotta worry about it. But
So Deathloop's pretty good still.
definitely a good game. I'm giving that game like a 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10. It's been awesome so far, and
Well, don't
Like-
say that. You haven't beat it.
and like I said, yeah, that's true.
They could Game of Thrones you.
They could, but like I said, it's still got some of the best voice acting I've ever heard in a game. So it's been really enjoyable to go through that. And then lastly, today, actually, you told me about a little sale that Microsoft is having on the Namco Collection Volume 2. It's $5, normally $20. And I was excited because you're talking about this Galaga.
Gapless. I've
Um,
mentioned on the show before, that's the arcade I played while I was up in Drummond Island.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
So you mentioned that, and
The
I'm
sequel to Galaga.
and you gave me like a whole thing about it, and then I
Yeah.
didn't respond to you, and
Oh, that's classic.
yeah.
That's
But,
you.
But it was in my mind. I'm like, okay, I got to go home and buy that to play it. So I went home, bought the collection, and I'm greeted with Galaga. It pops up, and it's the NES one. I'm like, the NES one's good, but why would you have the NES one when you could have the arcade one?
Because they've already done that a million times, man.
And then I scroll over to Gapless, and I started up, and I've actually played that game before. I like that because it's Galaga, but you can collect like way more parts for your ship and move around the screen a ton. It's really cool.
Did you use the tractor beam?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
I
is sweet.
I had like 5 fucking ships going into the challenging stage.
Yeah.
And the challenging stage is insane because you're trying to like, when you hit an enemy, it bounces them.
Yeah,
and you can keep juggling them,
Yeah.
but it gets faster, so it gets like really fucking sketch.
I mentioned all this on the show.
I know,
before.
and now I'm mentioning it. But
Yeah,
what
I know, but like I feel like you didn't even hear it when I said it the first time.
it's been years.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
That was not 2 weeks ago. Are you serious?
Okay, maybe a month ago.
That was like 2 years ago, probably.
Okay.
I think we were in our other building at that time. Mark, stop looking at the TV.
I have.
Oh my god!
I can't. It's so freaking
It's
entertaining.
just pinball. It's literally just.
Oh
the
my god!
same
He put
loop. It's
pinball on this
unreal.
week.
It's
My
like-
ADD is gone.
It's unreal.
My ADD is roasted right now.
I can't see. Ian can get away with it because he's at the angle where
Oh.
like one of his eyes can catch the screen. And
Even
also
chat
see
saying
us.
it. Matt
Yeah.
Klaus is like, "How's that pinball demo, Mark?"
They can just see. You're like,
Oh,
It's
Oh,
even,
yeah.
even more difficult from my angle not to notice it or pay attention at all.
it's a really cool demo.
Oh, it's so good.
Good pick, Ian, for the show.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
What I gotta say is I was so excited to play this game. It's all these shitty NES versions of them. It's like they're cool, and it would be cool to own them, but why the fuck would I want to play the NES version? You have the arcade version, and the gapless NES version is not good. It is I haven't played the arcade one. Like I think I've just played that one, and I'm realizing like the sound is ass.
They made that for that.
So that's not an arcade.
That is the only way to play that version of that game is from that collection.
Really?
Yep.
That
2020 they made it.
That fucking sucks.
I thought it was
I'd like-
actually pretty
I'd like
fun
to-
and I enjoy it. So
I would like to see. I mean,
I
it's,
noticed this trend with you lately. Everything sucks.
Yeah, my life's a bitch,
Like
and then you die.
You're just so moody. You're like this song. Yeah, like video game music. I'm not gonna lie, all those songs sucked.
Was that last?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
then
was
you're
the
like,
worst. Okay.
Then we're putting the game on. You're like, yeah, pinball sucks.
And then I retracted that statement and was like, okay, that game's actually pretty cool.
So,
no, it's a fine
hug.
It's a fine version.
Gapless is fine.
It would look way cooler in an arcade. It's supposed to be the sequel to Galaga, and it looks worse than Galaga. How is that possible?
I don't think so. I think that game was good.
No, it doesn't.
$5, everyone should try it.
$5, get that collection and never play it.
And
perfect here, live as fuck.
You get Rolling Thunder, so you get to hear the guy. It's just like playing Galaga. You get to hear the guy.
I gotta say, the NES rip of that looks fucking awesome.
Oh,
like
see?
It's actually a pretty solid job on that.
Yeah, no, see,
I don't hate everything.
No.
What else is in the collection? Is there anything in there that has not been released a bunch of dozen times already?
Dig Dug 2. I don't know if that's had a release.
Pac-Land.
Yeah, Pac-Land, Dig Dug 2, Galaga, NES version, and it's called Namcot.
They're all NES versions.
And then Rolling Thunder and Gapless. And they're by Namcot.
And a special edition of Gapless made just for this game. It's fun. It's awesome. Matt's just mad because he's,
It's worth $5, no more.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
But what have you been playing, Mark?
I have been playing Craftopia. So, yeah, it's on Xbox Game Preview right now. So, it's if you got Xbox Gold, Xbox Game Pass, you can check it out, download it. It's on Game Preview. So if anybody, it's pretty much like Breath of the Wild ripoff in Minecraft. That's the best way to put it.
Okay. I mean, I can get behind. Don't even. I'm getting the
podcast.
I'm getting the song queued up for.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna break up soon. I could feel it.
We need a break. we've been hanging out together too much.
So yeah, but Craftopia is awesome. I really enjoy the way they do things. I do have one problem. The over encumbered. I hate how to get rid of the stuff you have to put it in a chest.
Yeah,
which is okay. The chest only holds like 8 things.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Can you get a bigger chest?
I don't know yet because there's a lot of stuff because it's in game preview. There's a lot of stuff that they're like not yet available, coming soon. Because it's not a finished game, it's just in game preview. But from what I've played of it, it's pretty fun. Like the combat, it's like hack and slash, and it's actually like you move the sword like an actual game, not like in Minecraft where you're like.
Yeah, okay.
So like it actually has cool combat. Like there's a whole upgrade tree where you can level up your like jumping, double jump. You do the glide just like in Breath of the Wild. Man,
that's like the best feature that any game's ever adapted is the paraglider.
Yeah, and there's special features you can like have. You can heal yourself with some spells, so there's like a bunch of magic in it too. I think once this game gets polished up and everything, this has the potential to be a really big heavy hitter. It's just
is it the Minecraft killer?
No.
Oh,
because Microsoft owns that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, it was pretty fun. It was cool. You can play online with other people. I was at Zach's. I went to his world and played.
Ooh.
Yep, and he came over, played at my spot, and it keeps track of all that. It's fun. I would definitely, if you are into Minecraft, if you like those Minecraft type games, definitely give Craftopia a shot. It's worth it.
Okay, so you've been playing that.
And then Zach told me about a game called World Flipper. This episode of the podcast is going to be a lot of pinball talk.
The pinball episode.
But yeah, World Flipper is a mobile game, and it's super Japanesey.
I've been playing the Williams one.
Have you played World Flipper?
No, I've not heard of this.
Really?
Yeah. Tell me more.
It's weird. It's like a Japanese RPG, like a JRPG pinball game. Yeah, and you are attacking all the enemies and everything, and then you can like slide while you're up in the air to like strike, like do a dash attack with this guy, and then he comes down and you gotta keep the flippers going. It's really unique and different for like a pinball game.
So you know how lots of pinball machines have these like stories and animations going on the screen while you're playing, like how Deadpool, you're fighting all these enemies and everything.
Yeah,
it seems like they kind of took that idea to the next level.
Totally.
Where it's actually more, your actions are more direct cause as to what happened.
Yeah, and because you have like, and then when you get the multi-ball, you're like you have 2 teammates in your party, and they're the other balls balls. But yeah, they're just different characters. And then they have special abilities. It's fucking crazy. It's all over the place. So yeah,
I'll have to check
I didn't
this
even
out,
know
too.
about it. Yeah, Zach told me about it, and it's pretty wild.
I've been playing that Williams pinball on my phone, and I only have Tales of Arabian Nights as my table. But
you did get that?
I play it every
Nice.
day, at least once or twice a day, just to.
Yeah.
It's like you don't think pinball would be great on your phone, but it's
Right.
kind of fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like it really works better than you think it would. And then they have like the thing where you can like shake your phone to tilt it. It's like, this is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone wants that, get the Williams game, and you can pick one table. So like, know your one favorite table. That's the one you get for free, because it is a fortune to buy any more tables on that thing.
Yeah, and it'll take you months you have to unlock parts to unlock tables. You know what's really cool about that game is if you beat the daily challenge, you get 5 unlocks, and it's usually 1 pinball part. Every fucking time I've gotten a fucking pinball part, it's been for Tales of Arabian Nights. It's like, how the fuck is that even a thing that can happen?
That's bullshit.
That's the one table I have, and you guys have only given me parts for that. It's fucking stupid.
bullshit.
Ian, what have you been playing?
Well, lately I've been playing a game that actually I invited Mark over recently to experience this game. It's called Action Arcade Wrestling. It is a wrestling game, obviously, judging by the title. But unlike most other modern wrestling games that you see nowadays, this one is really simple and easy to play, easy to pick up on. It doesn't take itself seriously at all. The wrestlers in the game are all fictional, and it's done in this, basically like a generic setting. But the game itself is definitely not, because all the characters have these special moves that you wouldn't normally see.
Okay.
But some of them also have some supernatural elements. I wish I could remember some of their names, but I know somebody has like a giant like laser beam he shoots out as like a finishing move. Remember that?
Yeah, this game, we went over there, and John and Dale were there, and we played it.
Is it like
I suck at that game.
Is it
I
a
got destroyed?
Is it a 2D wrestling game or is it 3D?
It's kind of both. It has like 3-dimensional graphics presentation, but everybody moves on a 2-dimensional plane.
Oh, okay.
You can move to like the far and the near side of the ring, a little bit like WrestleFest, if you remember WrestleFest.
Yeah.
Okay, it plays a little similar to that. And the graphic controls are pretty simple. It's easy to choose between a weak or a strong grapple. It has a cell-shaded presentation to it, which I also haven't really seen in quite a while.
It was cell-shaded, and it actually looked pretty damn awesome.
And the reason that I...
How is it that we can start a show and we've got 10 minutes before, and I'm like, Mark, you got your smoky stick? And he's like, yeah, I got it. I'm like, oh, we're not going to do the rapper. And you've managed to do it twice. Twice in the show. How is that possible? Why do you need 2 of them? What the fuck is happening?
This one's a dud.
That's unfucking believable.
I know, right? Bad luck.
God,
Bad luck.
it's unfucking real.
I'm sorry, Ian. I didn't mean to mess your show.
It's okay. Take as much time as you need to
Yeah, do you
fix
have
your
like
situation.
6 more of those things in your pocket that we should just take care of right now?
I'm sorry.
For anyone that's listening to the show that can absolutely fucking hear it, Mark has opened 2 fucking e-cigs on the show for the 17th week in a row. God, I love this show.
Oh, but the Action Arcade Wrestling, I do like that they have the Battle Royal, and they have like a Royal Rumble. They have like Survivor Series mode, and then they have like weapons, like crazy ass weapons. John was just... They're like fucking swords, weren't they?
More like lightsabers.
Yeah, they're like lightsabers and shit. And yeah, John was just fucking beaming me in the head with that over and over again. I suck so bad at that game. So bad at that game. I'm all like, oh yeah, new wrestling game. I got this. Shit, let's go. I was No Mercy King. Let's go. No.
Oh, man.
That was not the case.
Not it for you, huh?
Yeah, but...
So, Action Arcade Wrestling, anything else?
Oh, don't you know? You said you know the guy who worked on that, right?
I do know one person who worked on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I have I might have like a Ned Ryerson relationship with him, whereas like I remember him pretty well, but he might not remember me.
Ned? Ned the Head?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I almost died.
Anyway, his name is Al, or we know him as Big Al. I met him back at Macomb Community College. We had a few classes together. And I still follow his vlogs on YouTube occasionally, and he mentioned that he worked on this project and designed most of the characters for it.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I was really happy for him because he described it as like a job he's always really wanted, never expected to have. So, Al, way to go, man! Proud of you.
Good job, Al.
Still remember you.
Al?
Al, whatever your name is.
No, he's more like say Ian. Who the hell is this?
Al?
Yeah.
Big Al?
It's Ian, the pinball champion of the fucking world.
Yeah.
Still not falling.
I know, you tried. All right, so yeah, that's cool. Anything else you've been playing, Ian?
Yeah, I realized the other day that I, believe it or not, have never played the original Crash Bandicoot game.
Wow.
Whoa.
Actually, none of them.
Really?
What?
Yeah. So I decided to knock that one off my list so that I wouldn't get mocked for it later someday. And
Probably a good call.
yeah, okay.
Have a chocobo situation like I did.
A little bit late on that, I guess. But
Yeah.
but yeah, that game is cool. I'm sure most of you listening would already know and agree with that. But I also decided to play the remastered edition at the same time because I thought it'd be really fun to compare them both by playing both games in the same day.
Okay. I've got a good question for you then.
Yeah.
Relating to that. So did you play all three or you just went with the first one off the bat?
Just with the first one for now. Yeah.
So I feel like the remake is actually more difficult than the original.
Oh, really?
But that's going from I played the original when I was a kid to playing the remake, later. What is your opinion on that?
I actually think the remaster might be a little more easier and playable.
Okay.
Now I've actually heard other people criticize the remaster for the controls not being as tight as the original. Is that how it was for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the only way you can really notice that is if you play the original game so much that you just absolutely know what the game is supposed to feel like. Whereas with me, if I'm playing them both in the same day, it's not as obvious.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's cool though. It would be cool to get a direct comparison because it would have been awesome if they would have did like these are the original graphics and this is the remake graphics like Halo did. That would have been a cool addition to those.
Where you can just flip back and forth on the spot. That I kind of thought that's what I thought they were going to do.
Yeah, but what did you think of Crash?
Well, the reason I think I might prefer the remaster, or one of the biggest reasons, is the save system is so much more reasonable. The auto saving after every stage, that's more in line with how I think the game should be.
Yeah.
But because of the early memory card system technology the original game had, there were checkpoints spread out.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me a lot like Donkey Kong Country, where you had to play through a few stages flawlessly before you could reach that coveted save point.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get there, it's so frustrating. You have to replay the same 3 difficult stages again.
I can't do that anymore. I just quit.
Especially getting to those like end levels where there's like each level you have to spend like 10 deaths to really get it down, and then like you said, you got to play through them flawlessly. That was Donkey Kong Country 2 for me. It's like hell on earth. Okay.
What was that?
That was my attempt at Donkey Kong Country.
That was, you know what? I remember. Now I know what you're going for.
Okay, that's enough.
What is that? Have you ever played Donkey Kong Country?
Oh, no, I heard about it. Monkeys and stuff.
All right.
Fuck it.
Hey, our new video game tribute band coming soon.
Yeah. Go ahead, Matt. I'll let you read chat. Get caught up on chat here. These guys are wanting you to talk. Leave me alone and my amazing beatboxing Donkey Kong skills.
Cade says, not gonna lie, I've been watching the TV too. Perfect here live as fuck. Last week was pretty contrary, Matt. Last week was probably the worst video game music segment we've ever had. And it wasn't Mark's fault. It's the fact that there were no good rips of that song on YouTube. Dude Abides just upgraded to a Series X, so I hope to try and play Fry Cry 6. That's a way better name for that, by the way.
Fry Cry.
Fry Cry.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking awesome.
Dude, Fry Cry 6?
I'm way more into that.
That's like Matt eating curly fries from Arby's.
Yeah, that it.
He ate 6 curly fries. Fry Cry 6. I don't like them.
So he's
I'm not
got
a fry guy.
Fuck off. Matt said that our whole cigarette thing was like a bit from a cartoon. Getting the OLED Switch Friday, and I dabble with Skies of Arcadia and Metroid Prime on the GameCube. You guys should play No Mercy 3. No Mercy, a 3-way ladder match after the show. That's something that can possibly happen. And Nezariah says, Ian, how the fuck have I played the original Crash Bandicoot and you have not? And then Paul, congrats to Ian on the pinball win,
Thanks,
which
Paul.
we will talk about later.
Actually, why don't we just jump into that now?
Yeah, it's a good segue. So speaking on pinball, we have the Grandmaster Champion of the whole fucking world sitting right next to us.
Not quite the whole world.
Getting there.
Bay City at least.
It'll
He
happen
won
soon.
the Crazy Quarters Pinball League, their first ever one we had. There was 32 of us in it, and you were looking at number 1, the champ. He did it. Matt and I were also in the league.
We
did not win.
We got close though. The way that they did the tournament at the end was there were 2 divisions. If you can see the trophy on the screen or on the table here, there was Division A, which had all the really good people, and then Division B, which had, it had some players in there.
It's pretty much top 15. I believe the top 15 were in Division A, right?
That's right.
Yeah, yep. And then the rest of us bottom feeders got to be put into Division B.
The Div B.
Yeah.
And the way that we did this was unlike a tournament I've done before. So it was all what we've played for 8 weeks now is you get in a group of 4, everyone gets their score, and then it just totals the point. Like your points go into a thing and you get a rank based on all your points from the games. The way that they did this one was it was a head-to-head. You had 5 strikes, so you could lose 5 matches and you're done. If you won a match, you didn't get a strike. If you lost, you got a strike. So it was really, that's kind of where like I've noticed my bread and butter for pinball is head-to-head stuff. I don't,
Right.
I'm not good at pinball anyway, but damn it, JD. I'm not good at pinball anyway, but head-to-head stuff works a lot better for me just because you get that like competitiveness even more. Because beating 3 people in pinball is not a fucking easy feat. Beating one
Right.
person is a
Yeah.
little bit more attainable. So it was really cool. Mark and I had some fucking bomb ass matches between us two.
Like Matt said, the head-to-head way, the strikeout way, with the 5 strikes, that is my new favorite way to do tournaments. And it's all random who you're matched up against, and I got matched up against Matty Ice twice actually. And the first game was pretty nuts because it was World Cup soccer.
That's
and
my game.
Matt rocks at World Cup soccer,
my
so I
fucking
was
game.
like, oh god. And he was doing really well, and I got one last ball, my last ball,
Just
to go up
fucking
there,
crushed it.
and I fucking beat him.
Dude, I had a multi-ball.
I was fucking up your head too. Every time you got done, I'd walk up to the machine and take my shirt and wipe the buttons or the flippers. I'm like, God, Jesus, dude. And like we also had a crowd watching us.
We did,
like,
yeah.
Everyone, I feel like I fucked your head up because everyone probably
no.
thought you had gross hands or something.
No, because I flipped it around and just I was like, it's just Diva Mark.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
Oh,
I tried to flip it around.
Yeah, it didn't work because I won.
Dude, I had a multi-ball that I fucked up twice on that game. I could not get my multi-ball going there. We'll save Ian's for the last since he fucking won. But so we played World Cup and you
Said that like we'll save Ian's for last.
No,
since
I
fucking
want
won.
I don't even know the whole story on what happened. So I get to like sit back and enjoy the rise to stardom.
Yeah, we're just talking mid-carders here.
Yeah, we're the fucking exactly. We're the intro band.
So then we played Rick and Morty after that. Matt and I did.
And
we got matched up, and you beat me on that.
The last ball, I had to get like 1,000 points, and I was fucking nervous for it because I fucking hate Rick and Morty. It's absolutely the worst pinball machine of all time.
It's really hard.
It's just stupid. There's nothing to fucking hit on the thing. There's like 3 ramps over here that you have this one flipper up here to hit, and then there's 1 ramp up here. That's it. And then there's a fucking scoop in the middle. There's nothing to hit on that machine. It's just an open play field.
I don't know. It's
And I had it twice that night. I beat you, and then this I was playing against, I don't fucking know his name, William, I think. And I had actually played pretty fucking well. And then he hits like just this one shot. He hit like a drop target, and it was like 650K, and it won it for him. It's like, what the fuck just happened? How did I lose that?
Yeah, I had one game where I was getting absolutely destroyed by this kid. God, I can't remember his name. It was like William or something. And then what was it? I think his name was Zach, actually. Wasn't it Zach?
Yeah, there was Zach.
Okay.
There were 2 Williams and
I
one
don't know.
Zach.
There's so many goddamn Williams and Jasons in that league. I can't keep track of it all. But yeah, I was thinking his name was William or something.
Were they playing Williams pinball?
yeah.
William
it
versus
was-
William on Williams pinball.
What's the one that you can continue your progress if you put more quarters in?
What the fuck?
Gladiator or something?
It might be that. There's a few games that are like
I
that.
don't know.
But I believe Gladiators is one of them.
Gladiators.
Like
It is
with
called
the,
Gladiators?
it's got the top level where you can loop the ball around, keep looping it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were saying you were playing Gladiators.
Yeah, yep. So I was getting destroyed by that, and this kid's got his dad there, and then his dad's rooting him on, like, yeah, go William or Zach, go. And
He doesn't even know his kid's name.
I forgot. There's so many goddamn Williams. and then I got this one shot. As I'm on my last ball, I got this one shot. Boom, 50 million off this one shot. Just absolutely, that 50 million just crushed this kid's score. And I looked back at him, and I was just like, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I actually felt like a dick then. I was like, all right.
Oops,
I stayed alive, man. And then I kept going. Dude, it felt awesome. I was like, yeah. Everyone had like 4 strikes, and I had like 2. Things were looking up. I was like, holy shit. I might win this thing for Division B. And I got down to the finals, played Bree, and she took me down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got second place.
You got fucking dominated on Cactus Jack. I didn't even know that game had that many fucking balls to play on a playfield.
Yeah,
She was fucking,
shout out to Bree. She
crushed that game.
She crushed it. I went back to Crazy Quarters and put like $6 worth of games into Cactus Jack. I went and faced the game that knocked me out, and I sucked. I got over 1 million once, and she got like 5 million. It was absolutely insane, the score. So shout out to Bree. She won the Division B trophy, similar to Ian's here, but it says B instead of A. And yeah, so it would have been nice to have both the trophies on the table here, but I fell a little short. And but I tell you what, getting up there and being in like second place, and playing like the third place game, when I went up there on my last ball to try and win, which I did, it was just that feeling, intensity, where I try to remember everything everybody at Crazy Quarters has taught me, which they all did. Shout out to Joe. He taught me all kind of crazy cool skill shot things. Adam, he showed me a bunch of different things, mostly skill shots, man. I suck with skill shots, so they tell me a lot of that stuff. And even Todd Seaver, he showed me a few things too. So all that stuff just came back in those moments. And dude, it was intense. The adrenaline was kicking. I'm like, dude, like this is like what it's all about.
Yeah.
Right here. So yeah, and then I did one dick thing, like where you do the walk off win.
You just plunge that shit.
Yeah, I walked up and hit like the ball on Munsters.
Yeah.
I looked back at the girl I beat, and I was like,
I did that on Jungle Lord. It was fucking awesome.
yeah,
Felt great.
walk off win. But then yeah, it was cool because in between games, I was always checking in on Ian.
Yep.
And see how he was doing and everything. And then he asked me how many strikes. And then, man, when you got eliminated, I was so sad.
Oh my god. So
was
Mark
so
got
sad.
second. I got fourth. I should have got. Oh my god. I should have battled you at the end. It would have been epic.
Right?
So-
It would have been nice to get us in there.
I am on my 4th strike. There are 5 people left, and or there were 4 or 5 people left, I think. So I call the game. I'm like, I need either Twilight Zone or Firepower, because I had Twilight Zone on my card earlier, and I got screwed out of it because someone else was playing it. So I was really wanting that game. I've been playing that game like fucking crazy. I'm getting real good at it, but Firepower gets called. I'm like, no fucking way, let's go.
Right? We're like,
Yeah. Now those old machines, that's the older one. If you get good at playing them, you can really rack that score up if you know what you're doing. But they are brutal. you will have games where every ball just drains and there's nothing you can do about it.
Turn on you in a second.
And that game was brutal to me. The other guy that played against me, he played a better game. I wanted to beat him so fucking bad.
What was his name?
Zach. It's fucking Zach.
Oh,
he took me out.
William.
You sure this time?
I think it was William, actually.
Yeah,
William
don't
or
worry,
Zach.
I eliminated Zach for you.
Yeah,
That's what
you
friends
did.
do.
Thank you.
That's what friends do.
But yeah, Firepower did not treat me well that day, and I got eliminated. But I made it further than I thought I would. I was on 4 strikes for like 3 games and just crushed it.
I was pretty hype. I did get some money. I got in the
got
pay
that
window.
money.
I got 92 smackaroos in
Now
the pay window, and I got for getting cactus sacked.
Cactus sacked.
Yep.
Now, what everyone's been waiting for. The man, the myth, the legend of pinball.
Yes.
Ian.
Oh,
How did your tournament go?
Break it down for us, dude. What was going in your head before? Everything. Go through the whole entire thing. This is it. You got the floor, brother.
all right. One of my favorite things to say is it's better to be lucky than good. Sometimes it is, anyway. And that's what I kept thinking during every matchup play. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm grabbing a drink.
Okay.
You guys got the floor. Matt just gets up and leaves.
You guys need anything?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
Grab me Major Mill. And
Yeah, your moment with Gladiators reminded me of that. And I'll start by saying that the week prior to like the finals, I was kind of in a bit of a slump. Where
I saw that. Yeah, it was starting to.
Yeah, my ranking was starting to drop a little bit. I just kind of felt less confident in general. I kept struggling to make all the shots I was aiming for. It just wasn't happening, you know. And it was and it's still like that. The morning of the big tournament, I got there like at least an hour early to warm up and practice, and same thing, just nothing was happening. Couldn't line anything up. Confidence was going down, so I thought to myself, okay, I guess it's just going to be a night of me having fun, not so much, winning or
You got
chasing
loose.
the titles or anything. Yeah,
So you took some of that stress off. You just got loose and relaxed.
that's why I do it. That was the idea. Was just to work the kinks out of the system, so that I would be warmed up and zoned in at the time. And it was a gradual process. I got 2 strikes on my first games.
Oh shit! You got 2 strikes back to back right to start.
Right away, yeah.
Oh, man.
I was thinking, oh man,
I didn't know that.
here we go again.
That's
Damn,
that's
that's a rough start.
yeah, man. That would make me play like shit after that.
Yeah. I didn't really feel too bad at that point, actually, because shortly before that, I did rack up a game of I think I scored 91 million on Terminator 2.
Wow.
That actually felt really good, and that reminded me of what it was like to succeed at the game. Other thing I kept telling myself over and over again is flip with confidence. If you can visualize the shot happening, it's more likely to happen that way.
Mm-hmm.
After those 2 strikes, I suddenly, before I realized it, I was on a 5 matchup winning streak, 6-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I kept running, you were like, "Streak's going, dude." I was like, "Hell yeah!"
I would run around and look for Dom because he wanted to get updated on everything. So I was like, yeah, 3 wins in a row, and 10 minutes later I'd run up to him again, panting, 4 wins in a row, and 10 minutes later, five wins in a I row, dude. I got really excited. I thought, okay, this might actually happen.
Dom, the good luck charm.
Dom
I guess
was.
so.
He wasn't good lucky to me. I had to play his friend, and I think his name was William, and and it actually was. That
Oops,
was
all William.
That was the William.
Oops, all William.
And we played each other, and he's like, "I want you both to win and both to lose because you're both my friends." And I lost. And then I went to shake the kid's hand afterwards, and his girlfriend walked away. So he went to go see what his girlfriend was doing. I had my hand out like
you
that.
you got
and
totally hoed.
I got snubbed.
Oh.
And Dom saw it happen. He's like, "Oh my god, dude, fuck that! I'm gonna go tell him that he just snubbed you, dude." And next thing you know, William came back, and he's like,
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Oh, God. I didn't mean anything.
"Oh god." So yeah, he's.
I'm gonna get that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, Dom was definitely in attendance. Good luck charm. So you kept talking, running back to Dom.
Yeah, so it began as a night of low expectations, and then midway through, it got really exciting. And then the breakthrough moment happened. It was me against the top-seeded player, Michael, in Rick and Morty. And you guys are not kidding. That game really is brutal. It's infamous amongst even the top players because the ramps are placed in a really odd way. Where if you spend a night playing every other kind of table, you're never going to get used to this table at all. And plus, there's like a pop bumper right next to the left slingshot.
It fucks you so bad.
Who's the sadistic person who thought to put that there?
It's so
Yeah.
dude. It's so random, and it's so like powerful that it'll send that ball anywhere, wherever the fuck it wants.
They give you like a free ball, don't they? Like ball save if it hits that and pops right into the.
Maybe my games never last long
thought
enough
there
for me
was
to find
something.
out.
I can't
Dude,
remember.
I'll hit like one ramp, and that's pretty much my Rick and Morty game.
Yeah.
It's not a good time.
An average game of Rick and Morty lasts, I would say, like 60 seconds maybe. It's really crazy. And it's so fast, too. If you're not ready for those return
Holy
lanes,
shit.
and especially when it comes out of that portal, you know, if you're not ready for it, it's just not going to happen. My top score at that point was about 1.5 million. If it doesn't sound like a lot, it's because it's not a lot.
Yeah.
And so by ball 2, Michael was ahead. He had about a 6 million score going on.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw that and I was demoralized again. I'm like, there's just no way. This is not going to happen for me. But it somehow made me like even more determined. Before the show, I was telling you guys about all like the butterflies I had, before we went on air and all that. There's good and there's bad butterflies. I was feeling the good kinds that night.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So let's see. I think it was by ball 3. Oh yeah, another thing that I realized about that game at that moment, playing against Michael, you can steal each other's multi-balls.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, because they lock in that track, and you can totally just yank them.
That was another thing that demoralized me, is because I locked 2 balls, and then Michael only had to lock like 1 to start his multi-ball mode, and that's how he got his big points. And but I turned the tables on him at ball 3. He did the same thing. I had a multi-ball rally going, and then I heard somebody behind me saying, "Okay, he did it. Let's go. Let's move on." And did I actually hear what I thought I just heard? Did he just say that I won? And then I looked up at the screen. It's like 6.1 million. And I was the speech like got sucked out of me. I was so shocked. I didn't know what to say or do. I that was the best score of Rick and Morty I had ever done in my life at that point, and it just so happens to happen at the time that it counted the most.
The only time that you needed it, really.
Dude,
I was
that's
so
so
thrilled.
cool.
Did you walk off after that, or do you keep playing?
Well, no, we had to because Joe was yelling at us to hurry up.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was running late at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might have lost my next match, which was Cactus Jacks, I believe.
Fuck that game.
I had one good match on that. It was my first one.
Mm-hmm.
Beginner's luck, I guess, and then I never had that kind of luck again.
That game is brutal.
That's so good.
Then later on, Mike and I had another nail biter of a match on NASCAR.
Oh yeah, I was here for that one. I watched that one.
That was crazy because I had my multi-ball rally ready to go. I was hitting ramp combos left and right. That was the one strategy I was kind of sticking to was ramp combos, because most games reward you by hitting left to right ramp, left ramp, right ramp, just doing those patterns over and over again, and keeps adding and multiplying your score. I tend to be good at that, so I stuck with that the whole time. And I fell just short of getting the multi-ball in NASCAR, and I thought once again, oh, that was it. I had a good run, but Mike's going to kill me right now. And he had another good run, but still, it came down just to the wire. I think there was only like a 100,000 point difference.
It was
or something
crazy
like
because
that. Yeah.
it drained, and then everyone, because he had an audience going at this point, and then
Everyone's watching the bonus.
and then it came down to the bonus, and then we're all watching it go up, and then boom, the scores, and everyone was just like, oh,
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah, he did it, man, and it seemed like I'm not gonna lie, it seemed like a lot of people were like, oh, poor Mike.
Yeah.
And I was over here
That's all right.
right by Ian, let's fucking go.
It's because he was the ghost.
Yeah, let's fucking go, bud.
Oh yeah, real quick, we should address what the Ghost Award means.
Oh, yeah.
right there. They gave me the Ghost Award at the beginning of the big tournament. They gave all these little fun awards to everybody that was there, a bunch of people. I usually work Wednesday nights, and these events always so happen to take place on Wednesday nights. So what I had to show up at a different day of the week and pre-play my games so that my scores would count for the week since I would otherwise be absent. Special thanks to Joe for accommodating me with that whenever he could. I appreciate that, and sometimes he stayed late to do that.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but I was only there for about 2 out of the 8 weeks of play that we were there.
Damn.
A lot of people like.
Who the fuck is
Who the
this guy?
fuck is Ian?
They didn't know who I was. They either don't remember me or never met me before. So, so Joe was
they know you now.
Yeah,
bro.
Joe was like, here's Ian. Yeah, believe it or not, he was here the whole time. You just didn't know it, so that's why they gave me the ghost award. I was always around. You just
the
didn't know it,
ghost. The ghost.
So
Yeah.
So I walked down after my major defeat. I walked down and grabbed a drink to cope with my problems. And then I was like, Mark, text me when it gets down to the wire so I can get back there. So he texts me. He's like, okay, they just ended the last match. It's Ian and Adam for the finals. And I walked back and saw the epicness that was that game. Oh my God.
Shout out to Adam too, man. That's a really, really good thing to get to the finals.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah,
He's a
he's a
really
good guy.
fucking cool dude.
Super good guy.
But you'll have to tell me because I got there later into that game, and that
So
was
they
a
played-
fucking nail biter at
So
the
they
end.
played Guns N' Roses before that because Ian still had a strike left, and
I came up short in Guns N' Roses. Couldn't really get anything going on that one.
I forgot you had an extra life. So I watched it. I watched Adam. He came in, he won, and I'm like,
A lot of people thought it was over at that
yeah.
point.
We really did. I was like, fuck, because I was trying to give you a pep talk too. Like I was like, you got this, dude. Just be loose. Just go out there. Like you're having fun, man. Just I was like, probably I might have fucking distracted you. Because in the finals, I just kept shut. But yeah, he came in and like I thought that was it, and somebody came up to him like, "Oh, you did it, Adam," and Joe's like, "It's not over yet." Like that was just Ian's last strike, like his second to last strike. Like, so it came down to 4 strikes versus 4 strikes, right?
Yep, sudden death at the end.
Oh, man.
Could not have written it better.
Avengers.
Oh man, I'm so bad at that game.
On Avengers, the finals on Avengers. Take us through what's your mindset going into those last set of balls there.
A little bit earlier in the night, I told you, Mark, that you know what, no matter what happens, I'm really proud of myself. I'm having a great time. That Rick and Morty victory I'm going to take with me for a long time. That was a great victory. I'm just feeling good, so I'm just happy to have made it as far as I did. Before I realized it was just me and Adam in the finals, and he had an incredible run going. I think he was at the top of the day's ranking for most of the time. He was by himself in the lead at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And it all came down to Avengers, Infinity Quest, I think it's called. I did not have a great score, but it was good enough.
Your ball 2 was good.
I had a good ball too. Yeah. I got a few modes going.
Yeah, your ball 2 is good, and I was like solid, and then
Felt good about that.
yeah, Adam was the last. He had the last ball.
I got there for the end of the ball too. I saw you play, and it was like 26 mil to like I think 5 mil or something like that.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Something like that. And Adam was up.
Yeah.
And
Adam's ball 3 was scary.
Oh
That
my
shit was
God.
super good. He was getting. He had the mode right.
he was one. He literally only had to hit Thor multi-ball once, and I think that would have done it. He ended at I think 18 or 19 mil, and he had that one multi-ball left, and that multi-ball can get fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
He was climbing on you. He was up to like 14 mil or something, and then he lost it.
Oh, okay, 14.
When he lost it, I was just like,
Oh, I went fucking crazy.
It was really tense. People were holding their breath. I tried to, break the ice a little bit by cracking jokes here and there, but gosh, like it was
I
just
was right by him.
like
I was
silent-
right by Ian. I was like, come on, man.
silent in the room. It was like, is Adam going to pull it off? And you know what? The guy's skilled. He very well could have pulled it off. If we play again, he might smoke me next time. He's that good of a player, man. So kudos to you for making it as far as you have been, Adam. And that was incredible.
Yeah.
I'm still in disbelief that I came out on top when all is said and done.
The one thing, so there's 2 things here. So we got a couple drinks afterwards to celebrate the league and everything. And Adam actually came out, had a good time, and he was talking about. I mean, he's older too, so he's probably played a lot of pinball, and he was talking about. He's like, oh my god, my adrenaline was fucking crazy on that last game. He was saying he was like, I was up there like shaking. So
Dude, that's what it's all about, man.
Even
Fuck
just
Cactus Jack.
even just a small town, like not even a small town, but a smaller league like this has been fucking awesome. So I think what the plan is, because I've taken to pinball so much now. I'm still not great, but it's so much fun to play and just keep getting better, that I think you guys are going to see a lot more of maybe some traveling from us, possibly us three, hitting up some tournaments around
with us so we look good.
So I think you'll be seeing hopefully some more vlog style stuff where we're taking trips to, TC, because they have the coin slot up there always does like a weekly tournament. I know Indiana, Chicago, they have insane pinball places that have some crazy tournaments. So, I'm really excited to see what happens. And then, of course, we'll be in the next Crazy Quarters League.
Which will begin at the beginning of the year, I believe, is when the next league starts. So if anyone wants to join that, man. In the meantime, though, there is a tournament this weekend, this Saturday. It's a split flipper tournament, so find yourself a partner. If you don't have one, just show up, because they'll match you with people that need partners. Split flipper is one person's on one side of the table, the other person controls the button on the other side. So it's fun. Yeah,
we keep playing split flipper, and it really is like, it really is, it's a team thing. You can't be mad at each other at all for like anything that happens. Like, you can give each other shit, but it's so much fun to just focus on one flipper and really just be like, you have to make this shot. You can't fuck up this shot. Like, this shot needs to be made. I need my partner to hopefully catch it. You and I have been doing some crazy shit too, doing like post transfers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I learned that from Ian. He told me how to do post passes.
I do it on almost every game, even if like I'll learn that the game can't do it, but it's one of my. I went to the arcade yesterday with my dad. He has not been, and he's a crazy good pinballer. And I did like 2 post passes with him watching over my shoulder. He's like, I didn't even know you could do that. I was like, fuck yeah. I mean, he still whooped my ass, but oh man, it's so fucking cool just learning all these intricate things and meeting all these cool fucking people. We've met so many fucking awesome people from pinball.
So I will say, for the last thing on pinball, the Pinball FX3 Championship that we always do, our little challenge we do every week, Dylan destroyed it again with the portal table. So we decided to do something a little different this time. We actually set up a little schedule for the month of October. Spooky time, Pinball FX3. We actually have right now Monster Bash is live. That's going for a week here. And then after that, you'll get Paranormal. That'll go for a week. And after that, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Ooh.
That'll go for a week. And then at the final week, we're going to actually have 2 tables going at once. It's going to be Fear Itself and Aliens.
This is going to get expensive.
Well, I already own them all, so
that's fine. It's funny how that works out.
Yeah, right.
Next time I win one, I'm going to pick some
That's
shit
fine.
that no one fucking owns. I keep dropping tenors on fucking Pinball FX, and I'm not upset about it because I'm getting some badass fucking pinball games, and I can't foresee that game ever not being a thing. So I'll just always have these recurring pinball games. You know what? Okay, I came up with an idea for something that would be kind of fucking awesome.
If anyone wants to join the Pinball FX3 thing, look for my gamer tag Rafe. It's RAEF, and then the password is Matt Mark with M for Matt capitalized, not Mark though.
Because I'm better.
Yes,
but mostly just because it capitalizes it right away, so there's no point in changing it.
All right, go ahead. Sir.
I thought a peripheral would be really cool, where it was like just a longer controller with some pinball, like some buttons on the side, and then a button to plunge or something like that. I feel like it would be really fucking cool, and you could like each side has a clamp, so you could clamp it on like a fucking TV tray or something like that.
Don't they have like the digital pinball tables?
I mean, they have digital pinball tables, but I'm just talking about like a USB controller that you could hook up to your Xbox or something or a computer. I feel like it would be really fucking cool because You'd
I think
get.
I'd just use my controller. Hey, no.
All right,
it's-
fine.
No. It's a good idea.
I don't know. I'm gonna make it. Fuck it.
Okay.
I think it'd be cool if they made something like that, like the fan in Whirlwind. Just hook up a USB fan and it'll blow on your.
Yeah, there you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
Just get the whole fucking thing going.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people would buy something like that, but
I'd buy it.
I kickstart it, sure.
I would kickstart that. That is like the main draw of that game. It's like you're in a hot arcade. It's like, oh fuck yeah, this fan's going. Keep dumping quarters in.
Best game to play on a summer day.
Yep.
Okay.
Whirlwind it up.
All right. So this is a horrible thing. So that's a lot of pinball talk. Let's get in. God, I'm fucking hungry again. Let's talk about some food, guys. Ooh, let's bump that up.
Yeah. If you like to munch and to crunch and like eating out a bunch for your gastro-servitude, sit back for the feud with gentlemen so crude as fat dudes face fucking food.
All right. Fat Dude's Face Fucking Food. If any of you don't know what that is, this is our special food segment because we're all hungry.
Yes, starving. Some might say.
So I have
Tell me
been
about it.
crushing. I've been crushing the crazy calzones a lot. So I decided I went to Little Caesars.
It's like you're crack right now.
I know, but I was calzoned out. I keep seeing that supreme pizza that they have there, and I'm like, man, that's too much money to spend at Little Caesars, because it's like, if you're gonna spend money, like if you're gonna spend like $12 on a pizza, go to like a top
Like
notch.
a fucking pizza place.
Yeah.
Not
But I
Little
tried it.
Caesars.
And dude, I can't believe it. I don't know, and it was made from the guy that hates me there. Which is crazy. This pizza was amazing. It was delicious. There were so many toppings on it.
What
It
is
was
a
so
supreme
big.
pizza?
I don't know. It's just kind of shitload of toppings, dude.
Okay.
And I wanted to take a picture of it, and I forgot to because I'm such a fat fuck. I just devoured it before, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and just take a picture of that." I wanted to take a picture of the slice and send it to you guys and be like, "Guess where I got this pizza from?" Because I bet you wouldn't have guessed it was Little Caesars.
Was it like kind of some top-notch shit?
Yeah, it was really good. And usually, like Amanda and I, we never finish pizza. We'll have there'll be like 2 straggler slices,
I don't
and
believe
we put them in the fridge.
Oh,
and then
okay,
we end
okay.
up just throwing it away because no one eats leftover Little Caesars. It's actually a sin. You don't do that.
I do that all the time.
Do you?
I will never let pizza go
I
unfinished.
don't. I'm sorry, man. I just don't do it.
I guess we're going to food hell then. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
why would I?
I don't
let,
eat leftover
Why the
Little
fuck would I
Caesars.
not eat the pizza I purchased?
But okay.
I mean, granted, it usually gets knocked out in the first day anyway. Like,
okay. There's a time window then, I guess.
yeah, I'm not eating 3-day-old Little Caesars, but I'm gonna crush the rest of it the next day and hate myself for it. That's what my life is.
I finished it.
Yeah,
Leftovers even.
like a
Yeah.
day after. Or...
No, like 5 hours later.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah. It was freaking awesome, and I can't believe it. And it'll probably never happen again. It'll probably be disgusting every other time. But
Maybe
this
you should
one
just
time,
maybe you should end it there.
it was the Little Caesars Super Supreme, I call it, because it was freaking awesome.
You should end it there.
Yeah.
Just
and then
not even go and get another.
one more fat dude face fucking food story. A little special bonus one. I had rodeo burgers from Burger King on the way to the show tonight.
We know. We fucking know.
They're really gross now, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. This Burger King is really weird. They like shut the lights off, all the lights in their parking lot at like 9:30, and they close at 10. Like they shut off, like even the drive-through lights, like the thing that you need to see to order the food. They turn the lights off on that. But my fat ass has memorized the fucking menu. So I can order in the dark.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
I was like, I want them rodeo burgers, and I'm pretty sure that those were the oldest onion rings ever that they threw on that.
Oh, for sure.
Because I was eating it in the car ride home, and it was just like,
Extra spit.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, it was so gross. And then like as I got out of the fucking car, I noticed there was fucking barbecue sauce all over my hoodie. I was like, God, I'm such a piece of shit. And then And then for lunch today, I had I had a sandwich from Kroger.
Oh, okay.
It was okay, and then you got to throw mayonnaise and mustard on it. Every time I eat something with mustard, somehow I get a stain on my fucking pants, shorts. Look at that, fucking right there, mustard stain. So I got a mustard stain on my pants and a fucking barbecue stain on my hoodie. I'm just done today.
Yeah, I just can't do this anymore.
Just a miserable piece of shit.
Okay, so you had some decent ones. Well, you had a good one and then a not so great one. I went and so on Tuesday I have class, and usually at work right after class I just make a whole shitty day of it. Well, I love my job, but I usually, you don't want to go to school and then go home. Like, I want to just end my day with. Anyway, so I went to work, and you know what? This is actually going to feed into my store story a little bit, and I'm not segueing, but it kind of plays into it. So I went to work, and as I'm walking up to clock in, I'm like, there's no shift today. Like, that doesn't seem right. So I get in there, I'm like, oh, there's 2 people working already. I just drove out here for no fucking reason.
Ugh.
So I worked Wednesday, which I usually take off, but we're done with Pinball League, so I didn't have to worry about it. And I then had to fix my fucking Wednesday so I didn't close. So it was a whole thing. It was a great idea. So I leave my job and go home. And if anyone's ever went to my store, there's the Tim Hortons Barnes & Noble, and then you can go straight towards Meijer, you can turn left, or you can turn right. Obviously, I'm going to turn right to go home. I'm there for like 5 minutes. There's 2 fucking cars ahead of me. It's like, what the fuck is happening? The green lights have gone and everything, and then the chick in front of me is like, they're not moving! So I'm like, okay. There's like a line of fucking people because that road is always insane for whatever reason. So
Titibawasi?
It is like turning onto Titibawasi,
okay.
but from my road. So I'm like, do you need me to back up? So I back up, give her some space, and we both make it through. And I don't turn right because I just go straight through, like behind the movie theater. So there's an accident there, fender bender. Go straight through, and I'm going to turn left on Bay Road now. And there's like another person just sitting in the fucking middle of the oncoming traffic. And there's people, so I'm behind someone, we're trying to turn, there's no chance of us turning. There's a person in the road in front of us. And there's people whipping by her. She's like in the second lane. So people are going by in the turn lane and then in the closest lane. So I'm like, what in the fuck is happening right now? It's like 10 minutes from here to this spot. And that's like a 30-second drive normally.
Yeah.
So I just whip around and have to do this crazy U-turn shit. And I see she fucking smoked a car. Like, just insane T-bone. That car's like 200 yards down. There's pieces of the car everywhere. It's like, what did you do? Like, how did you fuck this up that bad? Her car's like smashed in on the front end. So 15 minutes later, I'm on my way back home. Hopefully, it seemed like everyone was okay. Hopefully they are. But it's like, wow, great thing I didn't check my phone today to make sure I didn't work today. So I got to deal with 2 fucking accidents. So I'm like, all right, I'm hungry. I'm fucking cranky. I just want to get home and relax. So I go to Burger 81 because they're like my go-to when I want a good burger, but a fast burger. And I got...
Home of the good burger.
I got a 4-piece chicken nug, like chicken tender thing, and then a B81 burger. I've never had a bad burger from them. It's always like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I've never had a bad burger.
Oh my god! But this is new emo Matt.
I know, no. And again, they did not disappoint with the burger. Okay. They'll never disappoint me with a burger. I got the chicken tenders.
I've never heard of anyone ever ordering chicken tenders.
I know,
at
right?
Burger 81. I didn't even know they made them.
Those were fucking money. Those are amazing chicken tenders.
Nice.
They didn't give me sauce with them. Thanks a lot, you assholes. That's
You
okay, though.
You never get sauce. You
I
always forget your sauce.
I know.
You go.
I don't know why. I'm like, can I get some barbecue sauce? They're like, yeah, absolutely. And then I get fucked on it. So I get
Yeah,
home.
Absolutely. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. And then I get home. I'm like, oh, cool. I have no fucking barbecue sauce here. I've got Frank's Red Hot. Great. That'll work.
That's all you need. Just ask Justin.
Those, yeah, right. I put that shit on everything. So I had the chicken tendies. Those were great. And I got, every time I go to Burger 81, because I'm a fat fuck, and we have a show about food, I got a chocolate Oreo peanut butter shake. That shit was like fucking cocaine. That was like the best thing.
Chocolate Oreo peanut
Chocolate
butter?
Oreo peanut butter shake.
Holy shit.
That was the fucking greatest thing of my life. And I did not finish it. I got halfway through because that was just too much. It was
Jesus.
too
Let's
intense.
let's break the stats down here. What all did this guy eat?
I had a
He ate
burger,
chicken tenders.
a chicken tender, and then a shake. But I only eat like once a day now. That's my thing. Is I have like
That sounds healthy.
a good size. Yeah, right. I have a good sized lunch, and then I drink it excessively at the end of the night. It works out well. My diet is strong and great.
William said no fucking barbecue for you.
But yeah, that was a solid shake. I don't think anyone could finish it though. It's too rich. There's too much going on.
I'm going to try.
Chocolate Oreo peanut butter.
Oh,
That shit was-
diabetes. The diabetes shake.
Wilford Brimley shaking in his fucking grave.
Oh.
What about you, Ian? Have you been eating any food?
Of course, I always eat food. What a silly question that was.
You made him upset.
He walks off.
And the card's still.
Welcome to the Easy E and Marky Mark podcast.
Yep.
We rebranded. Yes. I had Taco Bell recently. Taco Bell is a restaurant I've had a soft spot for because I used to go through the drive-through every late night after a shift at work. But I got to say, they've become like a shadow of their former self as of late. All my favorite, most of my favorite menu items have disappeared over the years. Some of it might be not their fault, supply chain problems or whatever, but still disappointing to me. I still love their breakfast items, though. If you can find one that still serves breakfast, the Crunch Wraps
Oh, they're so
are
fucking good.
incredible. Yeah,
Crunch Wraps are good.
I used to eat twice of those every week. So they've been advertising this new crispy chicken taco, and that's how they make their money. Their advertising is incredible. They make everything look so incredibly delicious, and on TV and YouTube ads and all that stuff. The other day when Nick tempted me into getting some fast food for lunch, which he typically does.
Shout out to Nick.
Yeah.
From Yoshi's Island of employees.
He's also very good at upselling me. Like, we had Wendy's the other day, and I said, okay, I'll have a bourbon bacon burger, with double patties. And he's like, you sure you don't want to make that a triple patty?
You
Like,
can do that?
Only $1 more.
What? What?
Yeah, Nick Fish is the master of lunch.
Wait,
He buys everyone their lunch. He pays for everyone's lunch like all the time. And the first thing he says when he shows up to work is, "So, what are you guys thinking for lunch?"
What is? I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know that either, but he knew those details. And I'm like, darn it, Nick, why did you leave sales for repairs? You're good at this stuff.
Yeah,
So
Right?
things.
man.
But the crispy chicken taco, man, I don't. For what it was a lot smaller than what you would expect.
Yeah, we
to
talked
get,
about
yeah.
this on the show.
Did you really? Okay.
Yeah.
Keep
it's-
it on. It's like it's
We
good
want
to
your
hear.
opinion
Okay,
on it.
the sauce was really nothing special either. The chicken was okay, but I've had better at other fast food
So
restaurants.
little.
Even. Yeah.
It's so fucking tiny.
Yeah, it's definitely a.
I think it's.
It doesn't taste bad.
I think it's like a $2 item, but for what you get, it should be like no more than $1, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, that should be a value item. It's good. Like I would eat it if it's on the dollar menu. I would get that.
I would
thing.
eat it if I could have 6 of them.
Yeah, but that like you get the chicken taco cravings box. You get a taco, a burrito, and and the chicken taco, and then a drink.
That's right.
And that is not enough.
The beefy 5-layer burrito with
Because
everything in the whole kitchen thrown into it.
Usually, like 8 times out of 10, you can make it halfway through the beefy burrito. Sometimes you can make it the full way, but that chicken taco is way too fucking small.
It's more like a chicken nugget taco.
It totally is.
Yeah. Taco Bell, I'm rooting for you, but come on, guys. Step up your game a bit.
They got to do a new one.
Let's catch up with comments here.
All right, yeah. JD asks, Ian, have you ever smelled mothballs?
I don't believe so, and I'm curious as to why he's asking that question.
Yeah. We'll see if he's still in
you've
here.
never smelled mothballs, then
Yeah, you're good. You don't have to
worry about it.
Okay, good. I'll
just say no. Warmed up leftover pizza has cardboard flavor, especially Little Caesars, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. Hot tip: reheat leftover pizza in the air fryer. I didn't know you could even do that. That's a great
call,
fucking idea.
Josh. Good idea. I've heard that from some people, and apparently it's amazing.
Isaac says, "Bro, we need some bacon pizza, like bacon crust, bacon topping with jalapeno tomato sauce. That sounds fucking awesome. Actually,
Too much.
I'm not a huge
I'm
bacon
team
guy.
sausage over bacon.
Oh, gross. That's fucking sausage on pizza is fucking disgusting.
Oh yeah, I mean that doesn't count.
It's
It depends on the sausage. If it's like those little gross gray balls that who knows where the fuck they came from, yeah, those are gross.
yeah, and
If you actually have good sausage on.
dude, it's like you usually have the sausage when you get a meat lovers, and meat lovers actually makes me like gag now because it's too much. I don't like that much meat in my mouth.
Yeah, sure. This dude loves meat in his mouth. Don't let him fool you.
That's Ian got T-boned by a nun in Saginaw while eating a Chipotle burrito.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
JD knows everything. Don't worry about it.
What?
Crispy chicken taco, Taco Bell's version of the Double Down.
That's so wrong. How do you compare that to the Double Down? The Double Down is like the best.
Don't talk to Nezariah like that.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna call you on that one. That's.
Double Down is fucking. I've never had it, so I don't know.
You've never had it?
No, it hasn't been around for like 30 years.
I don't think they have enough chickens out there for if they want to bring that back.
Because it's like a chicken. What is it? It's like 2 pieces of chicken, and then you got some shit inside of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
pretty
sounds
much it.
amazing. After a $5 box, I'm shitting Williams within an hour. Yep, that's a Taco Bell thing. Rico, you did miss the Smash Bros. Predictions. If you rewatch the stream or listen to it, that was within like...
Yeah, it will be available tomorrow morning on Spotify.
Actually,
Apple Podcast.
did we say that before the show? I'm saying, we'll just say it real quick. My predictions, Master Chief or Crash Bandicoot. Mark said...
Waluigi.
And Ian...
Waluigi seems like the logical choice, so I'll go with that.
Okay. RP...
Fire Emblem.
But how many
sword.
times have we said that though?
Fire
Yeah.
Emblem character.
Yeah, probably Fire Emblem. Sausage over bacon on pizza, that's fucking disgusting. So how much meat do you like in your mouth? Just the right amount. All right, I'm going to say it. Ham, pepperoni, bacon, sausage. That's the meat combo. Like the meat.
Wait, did you just rank the meat?
The meat tier list there. Oh,
Wait, did you just rank ham as #1 meat?
ham, pepperoni, chicken, bacon,
You are
sausage.
ham is literally like the worst.
Ham is
one.
the best topping on a pizza.
You're insane.
Nope.
You're just boring.
Ham, fuck you.
Boring ham.
Are you
ham
putting-
is boring.
Pepperoni's boring. That's-
Pepperoni's baller. That's why it's like the #1 pizza thing.
Oh my god, that's the
Ugh.
topping that you get
What
on
do you
every
like
pizza.
What do you like better,
since-
turkey on Thanksgiving or ham on Christmas?
Turkey.
Okay, good.
Turkey's way better.
All right.
Ham.
Ham? Seriously? Ham? The best topping on a pizza is ham?
100%.
You are fucking...
I'll order a pizza for you, and it'll
so-
blow your fucking mind.
That's some basic-ass bullshit, Matt.
Pepperoni's basic. It's on every fucking pizza
Yeah.
ever.
That's...
How is ham more basic if pepperoni's on more?
Because ham is boring.
Ham, you're boring.
Tastes like...
Ham's fucking.
It just
ham is
tastes
the
like
shit.
boring. If boring had a flavor, it'd be ham.
That's why they grease it up and call it bacon. That's way better.
See? They got to do all this different crazy shit with ham.
Ham's the
You gotta
shit.
find a way to make this taste good.
You know what? We'll do a pizza fucking taste test sometime. We'll get
All
3
right.
pizzas. We'll get some shitty ass sausage pizza, some normal
I don't want
pepperoni, and then fucking bacon pizza.
Pepperoni would crush
Or-
those two.
No, I wouldn't, because
Yes, it would.
pepperoni's terrible.
Oh my god.
All right. So anyway,
This could go on for hours.
so we've got our weekly video game music segment. that this week should be much more superior than last week because we actually have a fucking good YouTube video for it this time. So it's getting to the spooky season.
Spooky, and I have more spooky video game segments.
This is my
Scheduled.
favorite. This is my favorite new segment, by the way. I'm so glad we're doing this.
I kind of figured.
Wait till next week. I already got one in the freaking chamber.
All right. So, you guys ready?
All right.
So we're doing a comparison here. So that was fucking epic. I'm going to do like 30 to 40 seconds for each clip, okay?
Okay.
I've got goosebumps already.
Okay, so should we rank each song as we go? Because there's a decent chunk of them here.
We don't have to play every song, but
Okay.
we can rank it as we go.
Okay, so slap that funky bass. You know,
So obviously we are comparing Castlevania Dracula X to Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Matt, give him a quick breakdown of what these games are.
okay, so Dracula X is the American Super Nintendo version of Rondo of Blood. It came out after Castlevania 4 and went back to that original style of Castlevania. You can't whip in multiple directions. It's very much just like run from point A to point B, get through level.
That's where Richter's from.
Yeah, Rondo of Blood. It was the TurboGrafx CD game. You could only get it in Japan. And
So these are pretty. I mean, they are the same game.
they're the same game. The TurboGrafx one definitely looks a lot better. It's a CD.
And it's got like special cutscenes and
Yeah.
everything. And it wasn't released in America.
And by the way,
Right.
also probably Castlevania 3 might be my number one. This is up there for my favorite soundtrack of any Castlevania game. The music from it is so fucking good on every level.
So you were happy with my pick this
Oh
week?
yeah,
Much better than Narc.
I've been waiting for this one for a little while.
Much better than Narc.
Matt likes something for a change. Yay.
Yeah, all right.
So so
See, it's not just me that notices it.
I know. All right, I'll turn it around, but someone's got to be a little negative. I'm gonna go for that one, and Andy actually has a perfect comment on this.
I'm not looking at Che because I got to decide my own.
Well, so mine is number 2. Are we saying what one it is? Okay, so number 2, the TurboGrafx one. It sounds more full,
Number 2,
But-
yeah, Rondo of Blood.
but
I haven't picked
Dracula X really has some crazy bass to it. That
I'm
is
going
funky.
I'm going with Dracula X all day
Yeah.
on that one. Rondo of Blood's good. Dracula X, I don't know.
It sounds
that
fucking
funk
awesome.
is more there.
The funk
and
is
it
there
just
hard.
Kicks in. Just so funky. And Rondo of Blood, I don't know. It's like the synthesizer to it. It just kind of loses me a little bit. It's good. It's still good. It's awesome. It jams hard, but not as good as the first one.
The first one was Dracula X?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one I'm going to pick too.
Yeah.
The tempo is about the same with each one, so you really can't go wrong. I agree that the synthesized sound of Rondo doesn't quite have like the oomph that you really want, for your openings stage.
Yeah, kind of
It's for
just.
Yeah, Dracula X has like some higher pitched sounds to it, which I usually don't care for, but for me, it just kind of fits that sound that you want your first epic stage to feel like.
That's stage one.
That is stage one. Yeah. So now we'll get into probably the most popular Castlevania song of all time.
What did it say? Hold on a sec. What did Andy say? Number 2, better overall quality, but needs the bass slappage of number 1 to be perfect.
And that's why I said he had the perfect comment, because there is something going on with the Super Nintendo there. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
All right. I needed more cowbell. I've never heard this.
See what it sounds like later.
Oh, really? Well, it's about done.
Oh, okay.
I figure that's like the perfect time to end that one at.
Yeah, it loops after that point.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Okay, so that
was a pretty divisive.
Bloody Tears.
That was a pretty easy one for me.
So that's Bloody Tears. It's in a lot of different Castlevanias. It's probably my favorite Castlevania song.
I will say, I'm gonna do that one and that one next.
Okay,
and so we'll do 4 songs total.
You're DJ, but yeah.
The Super Nintendo one was fucking different. It was
good.
different.
Both of these are like different variations of Bloody Tears. It's like a different, like when you listen to the beginning, the notes change. They're not like the same of it. Like they break down in different ways at the end. I love Dracula X, but man, Rondo of Blood on this one.
Yeah, they
just
crushed it.
Like that, it gives you goosebumps when it kicks in. It's so fucking good. It's probably one of my favorite versions of Bloody Tears.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Rondo for sure on that one for me.
Yeah, how can you not pick Rondo in this one? Gosh, the realistic organ sound, they took advantage of the CD sound technology in that one for sure.
I mean, it's like when we compared Wave Race to Jet Moto. One was going off cartridge, one's going off CD.
And there's some that work really well for cartridge.
CD's going to have a huge advantage, a lot more to work with. Mm-hmm. Even though Wave Race destroyed Jet Moto and no one agreed.
Fucking insane.
Technology's not everything. Sometimes, it's about how well you program it for what you got.
Exactly.
But in this case, the technology really helps Rondo drive what we expect out of a Castlevania soundtrack. That was incredible.
Okay, so first song... let's see.
So first song was Bloodlines. Second song was Bloody Tears. I went PC Engine on both of my picks so far.
So and we're split, both of us.
So I'm gonna change it up here a little bit. Hopefully this song's good. I don't know if version 1. I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, I'm gonna change up. I'm not gonna do Super Nintendo first, PC Engine second. I'm changing it up every
It's
time.
random order.
Yep. So it's not. So it's fair.
Okay.
Dude,
got my vote.
I don't fucking know.
Oh.
Those are both like really fucking.
Oh no, I know for sure. The
You guys,
second one.
you guys go.
The second
So,
one for sure.
second one for you.
Yeah.
What about you, Ian?
I strongly disagree. The first one was incredible. I don't. Whoever was like on the drums in that first track.
Yeah,
See, it's too much
see-
drums for me. I was thinking the
Oh.
same thing. They're just going way too much. Too much drums.
The drummer was clearly very excited to be doing that job, so I admire that.
See, I'm going with Dracula. Oh, you picked Rondo. Obviously, we know.
Yeah, Rondo,
the first
for
one was Rondo. The second one was Dracula X.
Yeah,
I'm going with Dracula X hard on that one.
I'm gonna
The
say
end where it's like, it just seemed more spooky.
it did.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the PC Engine on that one.
Dude,
but
I knew
intro.
you were gonna pick Rondo across the board.
No,
Let me
well,
get this.
that's not true. The intro for Dracula X was better though. I think the intro for that song is better on Super, and then you get to the part where it breaks down, and those drums do it for me for sure. I was not ready for that actually.
Too much drums for me.
You don't like the drums, huh? Okay, so our last one. So
This
I
isn't
am
like NBA Street. We're playing Castlevania here. I want spooky.
all right. That's fair, but I want when my head's bobbing.
Def
I'm
Jam
into
Fight
it.
for New York
This is-
Castlevania edition.
What do you guys think at home? We want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, tell us all the things. We're gonna start the last song.
Is it that one?
Yep,
Okay.
yep, that's the one.
God. Can I just mention how the Castlevania as a genre, like the whole, they have the best fucking
Probably the
soundtrack
best soundtrack of anything
of
ever.
any game ever.
Yeah, it'd be tough to top them. I mean, even with the best, like Mario, Zelda, like they have the best for
So
sure.
good.
Even the lower tier Castlevania titles, the ones that not as many plays, they still reach a certain standard
Right.
with their music that they never miss. It's incredible.
What's the one? Castlevania Bloodlines has a sick fucking soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's like nasty how good that
Okay.
soundtrack is. Okay, the last one. Okay. Man, that was probably the most fun I've had doing this so far. By the
I
way,
think this one's the closest one for me.
All right, I'll start it here. We'll save yours for the last because that's the most. That's the one I want to know because I think you're gonna go a different way with it. For me, the uniqueness on the Super Nintendo one. So the Super Nintendo one was the second one. Yeah, Dracula X. The uniqueness, especially with the intro. I think, like you said, it's close. I think the Turbo had a better breakdown again, but the Super's intro got me for sure. It was fucking sweet. So I'm going Super Nintendo on that
That's
one.
weird to me that you would pick it right off that.
Yeah, well, it was.
The song hasn't even kicked in yet.
I don't care. The fucking intro was amazing.
It was like bump bump.
I don't know. It was different from because when you think about it, like that's the first song you hear for Castlevania 1. Like Vampire Hunter is the first Castlevania song you really ever hear. And the transition from the NES one to the Super Nintendo one is fucking sweet. I love what they did with that on Super Nintendo, so I'm going with it.
Okay.
I agree with you, Matt. That tune just felt like it had more there, you know. It remixed the melodies, so it had perfectly, so it was fresh and unique. I counted so many more different notes than it had before, and I liked how they just had fun with it, and
so
it made it fun for me to listen to. Yeah.
So you go with that one, yeah. It was out of the two, comparing the two, this one was the closest.
It was close. They're both great. I had trouble with it too. It's just a narrow edge for me.
For me, a bit, but I think it just comes down to I am more of a fan of cartridge-based music, the boop bop doobly bop bops over the synthesized freaking style. So I'm going with Dracula X on that one.
Should we? So
I picked all Dracula X except for
the best song of all time. Yeah. Should we do one more? I don't know these off the top of my head. So there's Den / an Illusionary Dance.
I think we've got 4. I think that's good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Save more for next time.
There you go. Yeah, that was fun. So I went Turbo, SNES.
Yep.
And you went
SNES, Turbo, SNES.
I think you kept going. You SNES Turbo. Or no, the other way around, right? I don't know.
I did SNES, Turbo. Fourth one, I don't remember.
You went SNES, yeah, for the last one.
I'm a split then. Okay.
Yeah, that was
So you're more Rondo, I'm more Dracula X, and you like them both.
You like them both.
That was perfect.
That
means
too
Castlevania is awesome.
That means it can appeal to anyone, and those are.
That means both games have incredible soundtracks.
Rondo and Dracula X are hidden gems for Castlevania. That not like the Super Nintendo one, so fucking expensive you can't get the cartridge for, and then no one knows about the Turbo or the PC Engine one. So
great games, great soundtracks. I will say though, Super Castlevania 4 beats them both as far as soundtrack goes.
One day I'm gonna do a breakdown of all of the soundtracks because I
know they do Bloody Tears better on this one though.
Yeah, that Turbo Bloody Tears is the best thing you can get.
Yeah.
I don't think Super Castlevania 4 is my favorite soundtrack though.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite soundtrack of all time on any game. So
I have it. I have like almost all the Castlevanias on vinyl, and when I'm like cleaning up downstairs or setting stuff up, I'll throw them on, and it's so fucking epic, dude. They're so fucking good. Yeah. But yeah, that was
the house and fucking Medusa heads.
Yeah,
dodging
them around and shit.
All right. We got lots on the show still. We got to get moving.
Yeah, there is. This is gonna be a longer one for sure. Oh my god.
We might have to scrap this.
Yeah, that's fine. We can save that for next week. We're gonna scrap that. So let's. Do you want to do a quick D&D update? Is it a quick D&D update or is it like a paragraph times 40?
It's definitely a good D&D update, which we will do.
All right, let's do it. I mean, it was a epic fucking.
Because our amazing friend, Zach, wrote us up a awesome
and then we're going to do...
Did he send you it?
No. So if you want to shoot it my way.
Well, it's in this weird thing he got.
What, do you write it out? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually like a normal. Why don't you just go for it then?
Okay.
The D&D update of the week.
All right, so we all left. That's not D&D, by the way.
What is D&D? Oh, it's the harp.
Yeah. Come on now.
I can't remember.
Thank you. Watch as Mark reads this tiny font. All right, so remember, Emerald was frozen solid. So, our party of noble adventurers chipped Emerald's ice statue form free of the ground, and Rocky chipped away both of Emerald's big toes through his icy boots. He chopped Jason's toes off. The party then moved north in the basement level of Grimskull to the tomb of Vasaviken, queen of the frost giants on the island of Solstice. Here they did battle with the two frost giant skeletons, where Alok banished one away for a period of time after Gorax was axed quite strongly and tossed across the room. Both giants were taken down with not much trouble. From here, the party continued into Vasaviken's tomb when they found the dead frost giant queen entombed in a sarcophagus of ice. Behind the sarcophagus, they found another door, this one made of ice, which once opened led to a room empty, except for Vasaviken's giant great axe, enchanted and cursed. Shala attuned to the axe, and the axe shrunk down to be wieldable. After attunement, however, they threw their sword away. With this last wing of the basement explored, they left the tomb and found that Geloviken had found their way downstairs after given time to generate. Geloviken spoke with the party, assuring them she wasn't mad at them, but now she can give her body to a noble cause, sacrificing herself to empower Oral, granting her the strength to return to Icewind Dale in physical form. Once the ritual was complete, the castle crumbled above them, but did not harm the party as the basement level was reinforced. Zan levitated Emerald up and out of the icy fortress where the party found the Id Ascendant, that's our spaceship, shooting ballista bolts at the Rock, which is a giant bird.
No, it was actually Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, bolts at the Rock, which had given chase to them. The Rock was struck by bolts and fell, crashing to the ground. After the Rock was slain, the ship landed and our party boarded and placed Emerald in cryo. Then the Illithids received a message, being told they were being requested back with the Hive. The Ascendant flew to Bryn Shander first to drop off the party, and then hastily flew off to rejoin their people. The party then brought Emerald and their silver dragon egg to Voss's house, where they were greeted by a kindly woman taking care of Voss's home while they were away. Emerald is now safely in Voss's basement, frozen, just sitting there, all like Han Solo and Carbonite. And they were told the dragon egg has 13 days until hatching. After this, the party went shopping, leaving their weapons with the smith to be silvered, and then slept at the local inn. Once morning came, they were greeted by a young girl rapping on the door with a telegram, which told them their things were ready to be picked up. So they went and collected their weapons and are once more ready to venture forth. So, we are pretty much getting ready to go on a pretty big quest. I think we are near the end of the campaign. So, it's getting pretty wild. But yeah, that's that D&D. For our work D&D group, though, Ian was nuts.
So I hear.
Dude, Ian Johnson's got these special rogue dice that are like shaped weird and stuff. And like the D20's like a big barrel looking thing. Ian rolled like 5 nat 20s that night.
What the fuck? That's amazing.
It was nuts.
It was the weirdest set of dice I ever saw. What else was in there? It was like a few potions, I think. It was like a D6.
There was like knives and daggers and arrows and stuff.
Lions and tigers and bears.
A few different barrels, yeah.
Yeah, so Ian was tearing that up. But yeah, man, that was our D&D update.
Very cool. Very nice. Very nice.
Nice to play, longer, but with 3 people left.
Jesus. So we've got a debate here, a very random debate, and I'm just going to use this soundbite because I like it. So the debate this week was a random one from Mark,
Oh, yes.
of which I have
My debate.
absolutely no
Oh,
knowledge
I love that you have no knowledge of it.
whatsoever.
I was so happy when I picked this, too, because I'm like, Matt's going to...
It's going to be a one-person debate, folks.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought the thing in the fridge was maybe this. I thought that was what you were getting at, was this was like a taste test of whatever
No.
the fuck this. So Mark would like
You
to
guys
know
are
and
killing me.
debate what acorn squash versus spaghetti squash.
Yeah.
Which one's better?
Come on, you guys
What
don't
the
squash?
fuck are those?
You don't what?
Okay,
Seriously?
I know what a squash is.
Yeah, there's different squashes, Matt. There's not just one squash.
What's a spaghetti squash?
It's
Is it a squash in spaghetti noodles?
No, but
spaghetti
people
form?
do use it.
Yeah, I know.
They
They
can.
squash and zucchini noodles. I know those, and they're fucking disgusting.
They're not
And it-
disgusting. They're delicious.
No, it's a travesty that people consider that pasta or a
Oh, so
replacement
good,
for
too.
pasta.
Yeah, I love doing that.
The only
That would-
squash that I enjoy are the kinds you see on AEW After Dark.
That was good. Good job, Ian.
Um,
Oh no. Okay, so
so tell us,
apparently
acorn
nobody
squash
likes squash.
versus spaghetti squash. Who the-
when it comes down to that, yeah, the spaghetti squash, you can do it like the noodle form, but yeah, acorn squash all day.
so wait,
acorn
is this,
squash is just so good. You cut it in half. You put some butter on there, fucking little brown sugar.
Hold on,
Put
hold
that
on.
bad boy in the oven. Whew, so good.
Is this a type of is this a different style of squash, or this is a different style of eating squash, like a different form of squash? What the fuck is acorn squash?
It's just different squash, man.
like a different breed of
Have
it?
you ever been to like Johnson's Pumpkin Farm and seen all the different squashes?
I see a fucking.
Have you ever been to a
cornfield.
grocery store that
I
has
see
different?
No, because I don't buy fucking squash.
Oh
Who the
my
fuck
God.
buys squash?
Oh, just eat
I'm
Taco
gonna go get a can of yams next. Fuck, nobody eats squash.
Yeah, people
That's
do.
like-
and
yeah,
it's-
90-year-olds.
It's topical for being fall, and
There is no good squash. What the fuck is this debate?
I
Says
love it.
Mesariah.
I
And
love it.
JD says, and I agree, I prefer Sasquatch.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
Well, fuck all you guys. Acorn squash is great.
there you go.
and
Now you
yeah.
know. So when you go to the store and
Spaghetti
decide
squash
to
is good too.
not buy squash again, if just
Oh,
buy
fuck
acorn
yams.
squash.
Fucking sweet
Hey,
potatoes.
leave
I
yams
hate
out
them.
of this. Sweet potatoes, I'm growing on more.
Oh my god.
I used to hate them though, because I would
Sweet
make
potatoes are the worst.
I would make sweet potato fries
Oh,
at
those
Gatsby's,
stupid.
and they're fucking disgusting to make, and everyone wanted them all the time. They're fucking. I hated sweet potatoes, but I can deal with them now. It's just weird. Sweet potatoes are weird. They're like a dessert, but
Sweet
it's a
potatoes are
vegetable.
disgusting and gross.
Yeah. What a great debate.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna make you acorn squash. You're gonna have some.
I'll eat squash.
Yeah, you should try it.
You know,
Have a man to cook you up one. It's fucking baller.
you know what blows my mind is I love pumpkin pie, and people make what is it, like sweet potato pie, and it tastes the same fucking it tastes exactly the fucking same. So maybe squash will just be good.
Dude,
You just make me up some squash.
see, that's the thing, JD. A little marshmallow. and
that is
shit.
a fucking dessert. That is not that. You can't call squash a vegetable and then but I put
No, he puts marshmallows on the fucking yams.
Oh yeah, they do like the toasted marshmallows on top.
Yeah,
and whatever.
yeah, whatever you can do to mask the gross taste of fucking sweet potato
Yams.
yams. Yeah, no, dude.
What is in my fridge over there? Then
acorn squash?
what's in my fridge for a thing?
Oh yeah,
You have like a thing that
I
you
do.
wanna
I have a little taste test here for you guys.
Before
This is
we
for
get
our
in,
great debate.
yeah,
I brought you guys a little treat.
I thought this was what it was, and I was very unexcited about it
Oh,
because it was squash.
oh man, I'm gonna get you guys.
Next time it's gonna be like,
Look
Do you like do you like aged Brussels sprouts or fresh Brussels sprouts?
Brussels sprouts are great.
No, they're not. They're horrible, and will make everyone in the chat know that Brussels sprouts are fucking disgusting. The 7 layers of hell is what they call them. Because you bite through one layer and then it just keeps going, and it never stops.
All right, so
I
got some treats.
Mark's got some treats. Squash.
I got these. These are treats too.
I'm excited. I saw you put them in the fridge. Ooh.
Okay, calm down. You don't get those because you don't like squash. No.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
So, from the same gas station that we got that one guy's balls from.
JB's balls.
JB's balls.
I put that shit in my mouth.
The gas station that
right
brought
away.
JB's balls in here. We have edible cookie dough chocolate chip.
I like that
balls.
people call it edible cookie dough just because it doesn't have raw egg.
No
Like,
eggs.
Cookie
Safe
dough
to
is
eat.
still fucking edible.
So, from the guys that brought you JB's balls, we now have JB's cookie dough balls.
All right. I thought salmonella was a type of dinosaur.
Cookie dough has to be edible, otherwise it wouldn't go in cookies, right?
Exactly. You can't have the cookie without the dough.
Still, just
I'm excited.
like
This is dense. This is a dense thing. Don't eat into the mic like Mark's gonna do, because it's fucking disgusting.
that's how we get half our viewers, baby. The ASMR crowd. You want some more balls in your mouth?
No, I wanted to read it.
Oh.
My God. This is so bad for you.
Well, yeah, it's fucking cookie dough.
It tastes familiar. I want to say I've had something like this before.
Cookie dough?
I mean, with this specific taste, I mean.
That's pretty good. I gotta say, that's pretty
I'm
fucking
gonna be
solid.
honest with you. It tastes like any
Tastes
other
like
cookie
yeah,
dough.
it tastes like cookie dough. It tastes like chocolate chip cookie dough. I would not know that there is no egg in there. That's
Reese's Crispy Crunch.
You know what I like about
Have
you
you ever
buying
had
this
these?
stuff is
No,
that
I've not.
my favorite thing about Mark buying stuff like this is that he leaves them here. So I got to eat a bunch of JB's balls the day after.
Look at this. Reese's Crunchy Peanut
I haven't tried that.
and Reese's Crispy Crunch.
I haven't tried that either. What
Yeah.
the fuck's happening?
I know,
That's really confusing.
right?
Crispy crunch and crunchy peanut.
I don't know how we're going to share this.
Just break a piece off.
Break it off a
So-
piece of that Crispy Crunch.
So let's do the crispy peanut butter first.
Oh, I'm already doing this one, dog.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
Crunchy
saying.
peanut.
Crunchy peanut first. Careful with my balls.
Oh my fuck. It's so good.
Ian, I can't fucking wait any longer.
Sorry, man.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Plastic Wrappers, the podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. You didn't get tired of them earlier. I'm sorry.
This is good. Anything with Reese's is always good though.
I like that you threw it in the fridge too.
Oh yeah, dog.
This could rival the whatchamacallit with the peanut flavoring.
Whatchamacallit has lowered on my list now. Not as good as they used to be.
Really?
They don't make.
agree.
I don't think they make them the same. I don't know. Something's different about them. Used to be my favorite candy bar.
That's disappointing. It's been a few years since I tried one, so
They're fucking awesome.
might be right.
That's pretty fucking good.
All right, Reese's Crispy Crunchy. So looking at this, I have a feeling it's like a nutrageous. Mixed with a Butterfinger. I got some Butterfinger vibes on this one.
fuck yeah! We get behind that. Wait, you fucking slut!
I can't fucking stop. It's too fucking good.
There's so much shit everywhere.
Oh fuck. This is it, boys. Put me in.
Holy shit!
All you fat fucks out there, you gotta listen. Go get these candy bars. Fuck them cookie dough balls. Oh,
I can't explain why, but I think this definitely edges out the Butterfinger.
Dude, right?
Oh, yeah. You know why?
Why?
Because you don't need to go to the dentist afterwards.
You might be onto something there. It's a lot easier to consume.
Dude, that is a 10. A 10 out of 10. This is like a solid 8.
Dude, I don't know. That was so good, too.
That's so much better. There's like... I don't even know what's going on there. That's insane.
I'm really happy about those.
Hershey's has a winner on its hands.
That's a fucking amazing candy bar.
Holy fuck. Dude, seriously,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Guys, get these things. Try them out.
Crispy crunchy. Flashbacks to the white chocolate Reese's taste test a couple weeks ago. By the way, they have white chocolate shaped like ghosts for Halloween. No one wants to admit it, but we've heard a lot of people that say they like the white chocolate more than the regular. It's been like almost a 5 to 1 for me.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's white chocolate's just better, man. And everyone shits on white chocolate. Like,
That was our little taste test segment.
that was fucking incredible.
I was just hoping you guys would like the squash.
I don't have anything against squash. That was amazing.
You got to try a good acorn squash.
You make me one, and I'll
I will.
fucking eat it.
I'm gonna do that. Seriously.
Fat dudes Weight Watching food. All right, ready? We're doing story.
Dude, I can't help it. I forget I'm podcasting sometimes. Fucking John and all over the place.
Hey, John, when did you walk in here?
Yeah.
This is the story segment.
Yeah. Be like, John. Be like, what up, Games? How may I help you?
You know what's amazing is I caught Ian off guard with that earlier, where I was like, "You sound like John," and he fucking died immediately.
Yeah, he thinks that half wall is just like fucking sound barrier. Just
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, John. We love you.
I love John. He's got the most insane ordering scheme of all time, and also the loudest and most disgusting burps.
at least he doesn't
And a
sneeze
human.
100 times like he used to.
Oh, what was his
He used
sneeze like?
to sneeze like 40 times in a row, and then and like he sneezed once, and the customer's like, "Bless you." She says it like from all the way up at the counter while he's in the back. I'm like, "You're gonna be here a while,
Dude, I
You're gonna
thought
be here a while if you're gonna keep blessing this guy."
I thought one day he sneezed so hard his fucking nose ring came out.
Dude, he sneezed so fucking hard. He like got sick from sneezing so hard. You know what? It fixed it. He got one of his wisdom teeth removed, and he don't sneeze anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it was just all that sinus shit.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Short
stories.
stories.
Well, John's at the store, so
So I
I love you, John.
I talked about the accidents that I dealt with. So I've got a few arcade machines at the store, and I don't have them on right now because the fire inspector came in and he's like, "You can't have you can't have power strips." I'm like, okay, that doesn't make any sense, but we'll roll with it. So I need to get some fancy shit to get these arcades plugged in.
Yeah, we had to do the same thing.
Yeah. So oh my God, I fucking hate children so much because it's always like the 6 to 13 demographic. I've literally made signs and laminated them and stuck them on the machine that says, "Please don't play or don't touch this while the machine's off." And then every fucking kid ever comes in and is like,
Oh, the cartridge stayed up.
That one didn't fall yet.
Oh.
And
All
it's
right,
like
Matt.
they just go fucking ham on it, dude.
Man, I'm gonna have to be real with you here for a sec.
You
work
get
at
it.
a video game store, and kids touch arcade systems.
Dude, I get it. I have no problem. Like, I don't even have fucking with it. But it's like they want to like break it or something. It's like there's a joystick.
Yeah, I scared
And
the
then-
shit out of one kid. You know that guy that walks by Saginaw all the time? That old dude that has like a 5-year-old kid for some reason?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. They always walk back and forth. The guy's like almost 75 years old and he has a 5-year-old kid. It's
Good for him.
fucking weird.
Still
But anyway,
getting some.
his kid goes over to the Rampage, the little one-up arcade Rampage, and he takes the joysticks and he's just fucking going crazy. Then he comes up to me and one of the things broke off of it. They just twist off.
So that's how it happened.
Yeah, they just twist off. So, and he's like, "Oh, this came off," and I'm like, "What'd you do? Break it?" I scared the shit out of the kid. It was awesome.
Did you?
And I'm like, "Well, you're gonna have to buy it if you broke it, man." And I just screwed it back on. And I looked at his dad. I'm like, "It just screws back on."
Oh my god, you just
Yeah.
traumatized that
But
kid.
it was like a sign to tell the dad, like, I get it. You're freaking, like, skipping out of the nursing home right now to fucking raise this kid, but like, keep an eye on this little fuck.
I was very nice about it initially, and now like the machines are expensive. That Commando one I've got is not cheap, and it's in really good condition. I've been just a fucking asshole about it because people don't parent their fucking kids, and it drives me crazy. Destroy my shelving. There's nothing I can do about it. Your kids are gonna run around and fucking like pull every game off the shelf, and it's just something you deal with. But I'm not going to sit there and let your kid fucking break a joystick just because, there's something to touch and my parents not paying attention or they don't fucking care. Well, Matt, let's be real. You know what?
Those
no.
machines are built to take a beating, Matt.
I don't fucking care. I'm not going to watch it happen. Okay? And I'm going to be a fucking, like, hey, machines aren't on. Read the fucking sign. Hey, machines aren't on. Hey, stop fucking touching the machine. I didn't say that, but I've definitely been more of an asshole about it.
Yeah, I think you just got to sell those machines or get rid of them. Sell them for dirt cheap to one-up games.
I've made an offer for a good deal on that one. You guys just don't
Yeah,
want
but
to take it.
aren't they broken?
No.
Their work?
Yeah.
I thought one needed a bunch of repair.
Asteroids needs a capacitor in the monitor. But Commando is in mint shape. That's why I'm an asshole.
Well, not
about it.
mint anymore. You got little kids banging the
Nope,
shit out.
because
of
I'm a fucking dick to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to give a lowball offer. I heard on a podcast and those things are getting banged up pretty bad. So we'll talk after the show.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. But what about you, Mark? What you got any good stories? You guys got any good stories?
So you always talk about these trash bag trades you've been having.
My favorite.
Yeah, they bring the black trash bag in, and
It's like
and I'm like, man,
the 30-gallon one too. It's a big
and
boy.
it happened to me. Yeah, they brought it in. And, I mean, this thing was packed full. They had to drag it on the floor. They drug it all the way from the door. And the sad thing is I knew the chick that was doing it. She used to work at the gas station by the house and stuff, and she was always cool. But you can tell, like, tough times have hit them because they're dragging a trash bag into a store to sell. And she started taking some of the games out and setting them on the counter, and there was a lot of them in there, and she started setting them up on the counter, and like these things were just terrible games. All the cases were just completely broken, busted. They were scratched up. Half the busted ass cases didn't even have discs in them.
Mm-hmm.
This was shit that was literally just taken out of a trash, like out of a dumpster.
By
for
terrible games, are you talking about like overly common ones?
Yeah, like
or,
Connected Ventures.
things we have an overabundance of all the time.
Yeah, stuff
It's
that
in Bay
we.
City or Saggy?
This is SAG now.
Dude, I bet you I know.
Yeah, probably.
Because I've cleaned out like a bunch of... Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was like, I was like, I'm like nice with this person. I know them. And then finally it was like, after I get to like 6 of these busted ass cases, I was just like, hey, I just can't take this stuff in this condition. I'm sorry. And like, she totally got it. She was like, okay, I get it. And just put it in the bag and like drug the bag back outside. And I was like, I felt bad, but I was at the same time, I was like, come on, you knew that if I wasn't going to be able to take this. Why you put me in this position to make me feel like an asshole?
Yeah, and dude,
Like,
we did so much inventory clean out, like of just broken cases and games that were defective and just stuff like we save case art a lot, but I'm not going to save case art for Connected Ventures and shit like that, or ATV Off-Road Fury on PS2. That's like water damaged. Like, I'm just not going to do it. So we cleaned out a bunch, and that kind of sounds like you got the aftermath of that, maybe.
probably.
Good old dumpster divers, my favorite.
But yeah, let's see, do I have anything?
So how'd the garbage bag trade make you feel? Like, as it was coming in, were you just like, were you ecstatic, or were you just like,
I was like, whoa. No, yeah, I was just like,
yeah.
But some good news over in Bay City. We got our drink ordering because we have a cooler in Bay City, and we got our Fago firework actually got delivered to us.
Oh, it's about time.
And it was 2 cases of this stuff. And the guys dropping the drinks off, which wasn't Doug, which I was sad because Doug's awesome. It's 2 new guys. And they're like, oh, man, we like you a lot. We gave you 2 cases of Faygo firework. And I was like, oh, cool, man. And customer was in there buying stuff. And he's like, whoa. Is that the Faygo firework? Not kidding you. Sold him a whole case of it.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Whole case. The other case is in the cooler and stuff. That's for sale. But yeah, I'm like, you want to buy the whole case? I don't care. And he's like, man, I heard that people are selling these on eBay for like $600 a case. I'm like, okay, good. Tear it up, bro.
Well, that's fucking
I just
stupid.
get it from my vendor for way cheaper than that. So, but yeah, dude straight up bought a full case of the Faygo firework. This shit, people are nuts for that shit.
It's a good fucking soda.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you want Faygo firework, we still got some left in Bay City.
I cannot think of any realistic scenario where a case of any soda pop would go for $600. Can you think of any crazy exceptions to that?
Maybe like if it was like the very like first
Soda.
Yeah,
like maybe some of those crazy Mountain Dew flavors that they don't make anymore or something.
How many Mountain Dews come in a case? Or how many pops come in a case?
24.
Rather? I would pay $100 for a case of Supernova Mountain Dew. If that was still a thing, I'd pay $100 for it.
That's wild.
That's my max. 600 is insane.
I can't think of any soda that tastes that good.
No one remembers it, and it was fucking wicked. There was Typhoon, and then Extreme, and dude, the fucking, oh my god, Supernova was so good. It's the fucking best thing ever, and I miss it, and it'll never be back. Maybe I should just go buy one on eBay.
Probably.
Well, Ian, tell us tell us some store stories, because I'm curious.
Okay.
I just looked at the...
Oh, yeah. Ian's got a banger.
Yeah,
I might have to listen to a song.
I have just one for tonight because it's still fresh in my mind. It just happened yesterday. A guy came in and shopped around for a good long while, and the experience is actually pretty good. We were talking about all kinds of different video games. We were talking about our mutual frustration over the Sony PlayStation 5 situation, where they're still hard to get. Questions are still up in the air if they're going to be around for people to buy during the next holiday season, all that. So that went all fine. And then at some point he said something that kind of took me really off guard. First, some backstory. I have a music playlist that I like to use at work whenever I'm around.
Ian's playlist is awesome.
Thank you. I'm glad at least
I love your playlist.
I'm glad at least one person thinks so. There's about 1,200 songs on there.
Holy shit!
It's pretty big. I'm always updating it. Yeah. And at one point, the guy asked me, "So this music, is it something that they force you to listen to, or did you put it on and all that?"
if the first thing he says is it's something they force you to listen to, it's like, oh, this guy's
not a good sign, right?
No.
I said, yeah, I actually, it's a playlist that I put together myself, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. I was just wondering if, maybe like some, corporate person, made you put it on or something like that. Like no, it's all me, man. Okay.
No, I like this.
Oh, yeah, that last song is probably going to make the suicide rates go up in this place.
Oh my god, what? That's the fucking best thing I've ever heard. What song was it?
The song was called "I'm the Boss."
Oh, that by DJ Cutman?
It was some video game.
boss.
It was some video game tribute band. Maybe it was that. Yeah.
I'm very, very sorry for your loss.
That is it.
I listened to that song yesterday, and it's fucking epic.
Yeah,
that song is amazing. It's gonna make the suicide rates go up.
Well, he really hated it, obviously.
Oh my god!
I was like, "Wow, sorry, man. If you had said something, I would have skipped it. If you hated it that bad, or
maybe we can throw it on at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, it'd be a good
bonus.
closer. Yeah,
I'll throw on the remix of it because there's a version that speeds it up.
Okay,
and it sounds way, way, way better because the initial song is great. I mean, it's got the fucking completionist in there. It's awesome.
Yeah. So
it's gonna make the suicide rates go up.
Implying that there already were suicides in here?
in the building, yeah.
What does he know that we don't know?
So you can put that in our work chat. And I laughed so fucking hard, dude. And I'm like, there you go. You got a story topic.
I mean, other than that, it was a normal conversation. But man, I felt.
What did you say to him? You just said, "Well, I could have skipped him."
I was like, well, I'm sorry, dude. And then I told all of my workmates, I guess I'm going to retire the song from now.
Yeah, you don't want anyone to kill himself.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
He left afterward. He didn't buy anything, but hey, could have been worse. He could have killed himself.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Fuck Ian.
Could have been worse.
Oh, you're killing me.
That
Ian.
might have been a little better, to be honest. That guy doesn't sound like we really need him around. Holy shit, that's amazing.
Oh god.
I don't mind if he comes back. I'm just not going to play that song again.
Yeah.
I think you should throw that song on specifically for that guy.
Oh god.
Hey,
Okay.
it's your favorite song, man.
That'd be better.
Suicide is not a joke. But yeah.
But you can make it a joke.
That was funny, Ian. Oh god.
I agree. Just for the record, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, let's get into Matt, you got any stories?
I already talked about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we already did it. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
Hold on. Whoa.
Wow.
Ian's got one more.
No, he says
That's my only one for the day.
yeah.
Okay.
Um
All right, so we got pinball up.
Film Freaks.
Pinball's done. Great debate's done. Film Freaks.
All right. Heard you like this.
Why wouldn't you? Are we getting to the point where I have to retire that soundbite?
I think Ian hates it.
That has to go.
He took his headphones off. I was so excited.
All right,
Don't you dare.
I can retire that one. God, it was so good the first time I played it, and then the
Don't
15th
retire
time.
it. I love it.
It's so good, but it doesn't make me laugh nearly as hard as it used to.
There's probably gonna be some other good ones out there.
Yeah.
All right, so Film Freaks. As far as that goes, I have been watching a lot of scary movies already for Halloweeny time. Let's see here. Also, I use this app on my phone called Letterboxd. Have you ever seen it before? You just review movies and stuff. It's
Letterbox?
pretty cool.
No, I've not heard of this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I do it. My friend Dylan got me into doing it, and it's pretty cool to rate your movies, give them a rating, and write a review, and other people can read them and like it and stuff. It's pretty much social media just for watching and rating movies. So yeah, I've been doing that. And we talked last week about I watched Creature Walks Among Us, and so I've been watching more scary movies. Hulu, by the way, great right now. Hulu for they got the Huluween going, and Peacock is still really good. It's Peacocktober. Eesh, I like Huluween.
Just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Peacocktober. Yeah, so I watched on Hulu. I watched 2 scary movies. The first one was Spell. Not a fan of this one. It's all about if you're into voodoo, if you really like voodoo, if you think voodoo's scary and voodoo, I don't. I think voodoo's kind of silly personally. I've never really thought of it being that scary of something. Yeah, that's what that one mostly focuses on. It's like a mixture between like Misery, like where the dude's trapped and like tied up and everything, throw in a little voodoo with it. So that one, bad. Didn't like that movie. I would not recommend that unless you love voodoo. The next movie, so my wife, she loves watching scary movies, and she picks just awful movies. She doesn't care if it's a bad movie or not. She just wants to watch a scary movie, so she just picks out whatever, you know. She's like, this one looks good. Let's watch this. And yeah, so after watching Spell with her, which she picked out, I was like, oh God, what do we got left here? She picked out a movie on Hulu, and that is called Funhouse. So I'm like,
there's a pinball table after that.
yeah.
It's fucking terrifying.
So it's called this movie's called Funhouse, and I'm like, oh God, if Spell was bad. Spell kind of sounded interesting at the beginning, and that movie was crap. And started off pretty cheesy, but dude, this movie I actually ended up really enjoying it. So it's pretty much like all these burnt out celebrities live in this house, and
Oh, so it's like the Surreal Life.
yeah, it's like Surreal Life mixed with Saw, and yeah, like Hunger Games kind of.
Okay.
So they end up like having to do these competitions, but people, it's like, here's the thing that makes this movie nuts is that it's all live streamed. So people are watching it just like, on like Hunger Games, they watch all that stuff. But like people are actually like watching it on their phones, they're watching it on their TVs, and it does a really good job at showing the audience their reactions towards it. And it's totally, the way they do it, it's totally realistic. I could totally see something like this happening in 50 years where people are like getting killed. Like one person thinks like it's just all a hoax and stuff, and then like other people are like thinking it's real, and you see like a little girl just sitting on her tablet like voting for who she wants to like stay alive or die and stuff.
God.
And then like a mom's like sitting there like cooking dinner for her family, and she's got her tablet up, and she's like, oh, votes on that. And then you got like a group of kids all like I don't know, like young adults, like all hanging out, smoking weed and shit. And they're like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. Vote for that fucking dude. Like, yeah. And like, I could totally see it. People just voting on life. And like, but it does a good job with the characters. Cause like, they're all douchebags at the beginning. You're like, oh, this is just, and then the character development shocked me. Like, there were some characters, like, when they go out, I'm not going to spoil anything. You're actually like, holy shit, I actually really shockingly liked that guy.
Yeah.
And like, that sucks that he's dead. And they actually made a decent backstory in this movie that I thought was going to be crap. I mean, it's not like any movie that's going to win an Academy Award or anything like that, but for a fun little Halloween movie, little slasher, if you want to watch a blood and guts movie, it's on Hulu. Funhouse.
I don't think that's what the pinball machine was made after.
No, probably not. But yeah, and there's the ending is pretty neat. I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to spoil it, because it's actually pretty cool when you watch it not getting spoiled. So check it out.
Maybe I just haven't been watching the right horror films, but it seems pretty seldom to have a movie in that genre actually have like strong character development.
It blew my mind.
Yeah, like take Jaws for example. There's been lots of scary-looking sharks in movies since then, but one thing that makes Jaws so memorable is getting to know the characters over the course of the events of the film.
Oh, for sure.
And rooting for them and sometimes hating them. So yeah, it sounds like they actually did some really good work on making things matter. In terms of your emotional response to it.
Yeah. So like it was pretty cool. The last thing I want to say about I bought Ultraman. Because we're getting the Ultraman pinball table eventually, which is going to be fucking awesome.
Oh, you're announcing that.
I mean, we already, we got it, but they got to make it. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, so I've been getting into Ultraman. Man, you were just like gone the show.
I gotta open the beer.
This really is our show, isn't it?
Yeah, the Easy E Marky Mark show.
I had to pee and I have to open a beer.
So
fair enough.
Yeah, so freaking Ultraman. Watching it, and I bought a Blu-ray of it because I want to get into it and check it out more before we get the pinball table. And plus, we also sell the like Bam Presto figures of Ultraman at the store now, so I wanted to learn more about them for that. Ultraman's fucking awesome. I don't know.
You're talking about the old Japanese one, right?
Yeah.
Like the very old school one.
Yep, because I got it on like Blu-ray for like $20, and it was like the whole original first like series or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking sweet. So if you like Godzilla, Ultraman is for you, because like it takes all the crazy ass kaiju fighting. Like each episode's only like a half an hour. So they're going to get rid of all that slow build up that's in all the Godzilla movies that people are always like, let's get to the monster stuff.
Just get right to that shit.
Dude, that's what it does. It just right to it, man. And it's like, think like Power Rangers where, it takes down a monster every episode. Next episode's going to have another badass monster. It's super fun, and it's really fun to watch, and it's so badass just seeing the dude in the rubber suit like fall down, and then Ultraman just run up and drop a fucking elbow on his ass, and it's fucking crazy and over the top. So you guys should definitely give Ultraman a shot. If you're into the old kaiju movies, the old Godzilla, if you like Godzilla, haven't watched Ultraman, watch Ultraman.
Perfect. What about you, Ian? You got anything you've been watching?
Coincidentally, I was also on Hulu today. I don't really watch a whole lot of current movies anymore, unfortunately. But I did notice that the latest James Bond film, No Time to Die, is coming out pretty soon, within a few days, I want to say.
I'm going to go see it in 2 days.
There you have it, folks. Okay. So I decided to check out this documentary that I think was made a few years ago. It's called Becoming Bond, and I believe it is exclusive to Hulu if you want to look for it. It's actually the story of George Lazenby.
Oh, fuck! That's my... Oh, dude. Okay.
I hope that was a good exclamation.
You talk, and I'll add to it.
Okay, cool.
I thought you cut yourself.
No, I fucking
See,
love...
I was scared for a second. What happened, man?
I fucking love George Lazenby, and he got dogged so hard.
Yeah, kind of. It's a really I didn't really know much about Lazenby before watching this documentary. He's a really fascinating guy, and so is his story, provided that you're willing to believe that it's all true. It might not be, because sometimes these biopics and documentaries might take creative liberties, and he could be embellishing some things here and there. But assuming that most, if not all of it is true, it's really interesting and actually really entertaining. One thing about, for those who don't know, George Lazenby was somebody who played James Bond in only one movie in the entire franchise, On Her Majesty's Secret Service. And he was the first actor to follow up in Sean Connery's footsteps. Connery was synonymous with James Bond. He played him, I believe, 5 or 6 straight movies before Lazenby took over. So he had some big shoes to fill. And by all accounts, he did pretty good, especially for a guy who did not do any acting work at all before he got the Bond role. I did not know. Wow. I did not know that about him. He became famous for doing modeling work and things like that. And so some show producers saw him and he thought he had a great look for James Bond. And then they kind of worked on his personality a bit to make him more confident and arrogant than he was in real life. And he had some really good success. The movie was pretty well received, and then the studio offered him, I think, a 5 or 6 picture renewal deal, which would have been resulted in a really big paycheck too. And he turned it down.
What?
Yeah, he turned down a big offer to continue in the role in James Bond because, contrary to popular belief, Lazenby was not fired from the role. The studio wanted to keep him. Producers wanted to keep him on.
I gotta watch this documentary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it tonight, actually.
Yeah, I kind of want to. I want to talk more about it because the reasons that they hinted for at the implied why he turned it down were really fascinating. But I'll let you guys check it out for yourself.
Oh shit!
Another thing that made this movie really entertaining, besides just the Bond story, was his personal life stuff. He had lots of stories about all his different relationships over the years, how he learned to become a good used car salesperson. That was one of his early big jobs he did before he got into modeling, was selling cars. One piece of advice that he was given for his car salesman job, which I think is actually still pretty relevant to anybody in sales work, is talk less, listen more.
Mm-hmm.
Because at first he was struggling, he couldn't sell any cars at all, but then somebody gave him the advice to listen more. So he was just letting the customers go on and on about any details they wanted about their life story and all that. And then he just kind of zeroed in on those details when it comes to his sales pitches.
Yeah.
And I think it's, when I'm working at One Up Games, I think that's also good advice in general, because if, if somebody's saying, hey, can you help me find a good video game? I'll start by saying, okay, well, what kind of stuff do you like? Have you been playing lately? I'll try to leave as much as my personal habits as much as possible, because what matters is their taste and things like that.
Yeah, that's all super good,
man. God, that's one of my favorite Bond movies, and it's really, I've got to watch that documentary, because I was under the impression that he just didn't get a chance at another role, which blew my mind because of how good that movie was. Mm-hmm. So the way that it's portrayed is, sorry, I'm going to spoil the movie a little bit, but he starts out as Bond, gets married, goes through all this mission, and the whole thing is about to have a picture perfect ending. And then his wife, they're driving a fucking amazing car on this mountainside, and there's just a drive-by shooting, an assassination to try and kill him, and she just gets popped in the fucking head, and that's how the movie ends. And it's like,
oh, fuck, I'm not watching that one now. I already know how it ends.
It's like, how the fuck do you come back from that? just look somewhere else. Just look at me when I'm talking. That would be great.
I don't want to. You're spoiling movies.
But no, it was such a
Spoil
I
King
I do
Jr..
not spoil movies, and that
Spoil
movie
King Jr..
movie's 50 years old now. So if you haven't watched it,
Okay,
that's your
Jason.
problem. But it was always portrayed that like, wow, this guy did a great job. They killed his fucking wife. They didn't even give him a chance at doing another role. So now I got to watch this documentary to see maybe the real side of things, because I thought he was a great Bond, and I put him above Roger Moore in my list of Bonds, like best to worst. I think he's better than Roger Moore. So I'm gonna watch this fucking documentary.
Nice.
When you guys get out of here tonight.
I got. I started watching the original Dracula. It's on Peacocktober. Yeah, Bela Lugosi,
Solid.
fucking good. I'm gonna rewatch it tonight because I fell asleep.
Well,
It's scary though. It's fucking scary. I'm watching this movie. There's so many quiet parts in that movie when it's just like him walking,
it's good, man.
and it scares the shit out of me because I'm like watching it in my living room on my couch. All the lights are turned off. Everything's quiet. You fucking hear a noise. Scary, man. Shit's those old classic
scary movies are so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not all about just jump scares and gore. They were really about creeping
Just
you
the
out.
look that like Bela Lugosi does when like the big eyes and shit. It's fucking scary, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, but yeah, that is Film Freaks for the week.
We are getting to the end of the show here. Of course, we end every show with a memory, and that's not changing this week. We got a fun one this week, so let's get right into it.
Now that's what I call an intro.
You know, I've never done the Saturn one, so we just fucking went for it, and
That's more like it.
that's
Is
pretty
that
cool.
your jam? Are you a Sega Saturn guy?
Dreamcast actually, but that's anything Sega's awesome.
Nice.
Is there more to it, or is that kind of? No, that was it.
That's like the console that I know the least about.
I know. I want to learn more about it, but there's just like,
But their lasers just explode. If you
yeah,
look at
I've
them
tried to fix 3 of them with laser issues, and
There's like
the
19
games are so
different
fucking hard to
lasers.
find.
They were hard to program for too. That's why the console didn't really have as much third-party support as the PlayStation 1 did.
Oh, real quick before we get into this, I want to bitch and rant about one thing. ActRaiser, the new one,
Yeah,
looks fucking awesome.
I think it does too.
Looks fucking incredible. I want it. It comes out. It's out. It's already out for Switch, PS4.
Of course, it's not for Xbox.
Fucking iOS, Android, Steam, no Xbox.
Yeah, and I think there's
Why?
I
Why?
think there's more to it than you think. They just don't want to do Xbox, because Limited Run does almost no Xbox games. So I think there's actually something with Microsoft on a Microsoft level that
I don't
does
know.
not allow it.
I don't know. I would like to know. I would like to know if this is a Phil Spencer problem or a everybody is terrified of Game Pass problem.
If you look at almost any and every Limited Run release, there's a PS4 version and a Switch version. There is almost never an Xbox version, and I've always wanted to know why. It kind of blows. I don't know if it's just
I think they're just in Japan they're going to be more widespread.
yeah.
But
Oh,
so
shit.
they're going to be able to move more copies. But yeah, it's annoying as an Xbox fanboy. It's a bummer.
Yeah, but you know, it's Xbox, so that's what it is.
So, okay.
So
the
we're
video
gonna.
memory.
So the video game memory of this week is when you crushed it on a game, best score / speed run, and we're kind of running out of time here, but I'm just gonna go through mine super quick. Punch Out beating Mike Tyson on the phone with you guys in Discord for Dom's birthday was fucking epic. It was one of the coolest moments ever.
Yeah.
I literally recorded it so you can suck my dick,
What?
Mr. fucking.
I don't know what happened. I mean, no one was here. No one witnessed it. He tried doing it for Extra Life. He couldn't do it.
Because I'm playing on a Retron, and I
Okay.
almost did it on a Retron.
Okay, I'm just saying. I've actually seen you do it at Jason's and stuff.
Yeah, Splitgate, playing that, going like
Oh,
28.
you stole mine.
Oh yeah, you'll talk about it too. That's why I added it, because I saw yours.
Seriously, you did. You wrote it down.
Yeah, I did. I went like 28-1 on a swap mode, and just fucking annihilate. I just could not miss a shot. It was the best feeling of my life.
Play it now. See what happens.
I'd still crush it. I'm not worried about it. We can play it after this, and you'll see me go like 16-3 or something, or 27-4.
Mine, so that was mine.
And then the last one, when I used to stream video games online for the internet when I had time, there's a certain zen state you hit when you play a game, and I've noticed when I talk with people, I can play games a lot better than, which is weird because you would think that when you focus on something and kind of block out the outside stuff, you'd play better. But anytime I'm talking with people and I'm just watching what's happening on the screen and it's subconscious, I play better.
I noticed that when I played pinball, when we were playing Twilight Zone, just chilling next to each other talking, I was playing way better.
Yeah, it's just, I think your mind stops focusing as hard as you think it needs to, and you just do what you need to do, and it works out. So I was streaming Donkey Kong Country one night, and I can speed run that game to the point where it's like, I don't speed run it like with the glitching through the level or whatever. I just know those levels so well that I can fly through them with like Diddy Kong, hitting enemies and speeding my guy up. And I was just on a tear for like 3 levels straight where I didn't even take damage. I was just flying through them. And I think Dylan was watching, and he was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you're really good at Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
And it was something that just stood out. I'm like, yeah, I was just like fully checked out for that whole segment. I was just playing the game, talking with people, having a good time. And that was the only time it ever really stood out, was when I got recognition from Dylan. That's all I needed in my life.
Yeah, I just called Dylan to get recognition, just so I could like be happy. I did it tonight on the way here. I'm like, give me recognition. He's like, you're awesome, you're great, you're cool. Thanks, Dylan.
Yeah, he's the best. Yeah. But yeah, that was, I mean, I'm sure I have more that I could probably think of, but I wanted to steal yours.
Yeah.
And then talk about Donkey Kong Country.
The only ones I got, really, I'm not that good at video games anymore.
I disagree.
I did have that good Splitgate game where I was like, I put a clip up online of it. Just, it was like a gun game, and I was like, hey, I can be okay at video games still. This is neat. Besides that, there was an achievement for Sonic 2, and it was like to get these like crazy short times, like the speedrun. And what a better game to speedrun. Like, come on, man, Sonic 2 is a great
speedrunning game.
Yeah.
Any game of Sonic 2 is a speedrun game.
Yeah, right? So, but it's different. Like, you're hauling ass in Sonic as you would, but then it becomes, to speedrun it, it's all about when you're launching for your jumps to land on the enemy's head, and when you're going to bounce off and land on another enemy's head, and like how you can time these things up and chain them all together. And that like took it to a whole new level of playing Sonic 2, this game I played all my life as a kid. And now I'm playing it this different style where I'm trying to just juggle all these jumps to get it's like under 40 seconds or something. I could like beat one of the levels. I don't know. I can't remember the exact time, but dude, so fun. And it was cool to go back into it and play it for like a new style, new way. Besides that, Halo 1, I've said it before when we had Halo parties, I was the king in my group when we played, and it was so cool to just have, like, I would take all the people that were newbies, because to even the field, it'd be like Rafe and all these new people playing against like all the ones that are trying to take down Rafe. And I would have these guys that have never played before, and I was teaching them and everything on how to like where to go, follow me, how to aim perfectly and all this stuff. And like we would win, and that was just like the coolest thing, where I still took the newbies and we still got a dub. So that was like Team Rafe. It was awesome. So yeah, that was that. Ian, what do you have, bud?
Yeah, speedruns are fascinating for all the reasons that you say, that they just find new ways to go through the games you thought you knew already.
Right.
My memory is actually the opposite of that. It's not a speedrun. It took me forever to beat this game in one session. The original Ninja Gaiden on original Nintendo. One night I had trouble sleeping. Happens often. So when that happens, I decide to play through an old familiar game just to see how far I get until I get tired or lose or whatever. And I end up having like a really good run. I don't think I lost any lives up until like stage 6, where things get really tough.
Fuck that game. Yeah.
Yeah, anybody who remembers stage 6 has those kind of reactions.
Brutal. Fucking brutal.
6-2 especially is the one that is the real hiccup. It has an incredible amount of...
Is that the one with the angry video game nerd quit at or something?
That is in the second game, I think, on like stage 6. 6-2 has just the most insane precision timing for jumps of any fucking game of all time, I think, right?
Yes, and not only that, but there's tons of enemies flying at you at the screen, and they're respawning too at the same time. So you think you clear a stage, and then you just go up another inch, and they're all back again. It's incredible.
Those birds and shit.
Is that winter one or whatever? God, it's been fucking whatever.
The winter one's kind of early, I thought.
I can't remember. It's been a long time since I beat that game, and I didn't beat it without save states.
The real kicker, though, is the final boss. It comes in 3 forms, and if you lose the battle at any form, it takes you back to stage 6-1. So you have to play through all 3 of the smallest mini stages, most difficult ones again, but before you can have another crack at the boss. And of course that happened on my first run. But then I realized, well, it's still not that late. I'm still like not that tired, so I might as well just keep going.
That was a bad idea.
And I said that to myself about 40 more times over the course of the evening.
Yeah.
At some point, it was like 3, 4 a.m., and I said to myself, okay, this is either happening or I'm going to fall asleep trying. Let's see what happens. And finally, I did it, and it took all my willpower to not text my friends because they knew how badly I wanted to beat that game one day. I had to wait till the next morning when they were awake, you know?
Oh, I would have fucking called people. I would have.
I wanted to.
So you beat that game with no save states. You kept going back to 6-1 the entire time.
I did it legit on a actual NES system, actual NES cartridge, no save states.
Would you do
That
it?
was one of my top video game victories by far, for sure.
Wow.
I
Would you do
tried.
it again for Extra Life?
Sure. I don't know if I'll succeed, but I'll definitely give it a shot.
That'll take the whole fucking stream. Dude,
Especially if it takes another 5 hours like I did before.
that's got to be the hardest game to honestly beat without save states. I really think that Ninja Gaiden 1, just because of that boss, you have to play flawlessly on 3 levels and then flawlessly on 3 boss battles. You can't fuck up at all. And if you take too much damage, there's like, I think, 1 healing item per stage or something like that. That game's fucking impossible.
So you didn't mention one, and your Castlevania run without dying or without getting hit. What were you doing without dying?
Castlevania?
Yeah,
Well,
it was without dying.
Oh,
right?
yeah. There was a time not too long ago when I was trying to stream myself beating Castlevania without losing any lives.
Okay.
I am still working on that. I have not reached that goal yet, but I will.
got far. Didn't you get
I will
to-
keep trying. Yeah.
What did you get to? Didn't you get to death?
I got past death. I got to.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah. Just up to like the when you encounter the big bat again.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of stage 6. Yeah. After that point, I had to take a break.
I would be so.
You got to bring it back.
I would be so nervous going anywhere further past that. There's no way I could do that. If you beat death, that's pretty much it.
Well, if anybody at home wants to watch me try this feat again, follow me on Twitch, Ian 20th Century. I will take another crack at it soon. How's that sound?
Do it. Hell
There
yeah.
it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just let us know. We'll put it in the VIP group.
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
share the shit out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, that about sums up a 2.5 or almost 3 hour show. God,
Yeah, we had the pinball champ here, man. You know it was going to run a little longer.
that's
so.
awesome.
It didn't
Any advice for new aspiring pinball players out there?
Practice, practice, practice is my short advice. My long advice is flip less, learn the table, learn the shots, read the basic rules ahead of time. It takes patience, but you will thank yourself for it later. Also, if you're on location somewhere and other people are playing, don't be afraid to ask them for tips. They might have an easy one for you that you might not have known about before. Mark, you've told me so many times that you got some tips from other players on location. They helped you with skill shots and all that, and then like immediately your scores doubled and tripled on the spot.
Yeah.
Your average scores. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask. You'll be amazed what you learn.
There's
There it is.
there's just a few realistically, there's just easy techniques that can make you so much better of a pinball player. Watching the flipper before you take the shot, like lining the shot up on your flipper. That's changed my game. I'm still horrible at it, but
When you first play pinball, you instinctively want to flip as soon as the ball comes near your flipper at all times. You know, that's not what you want to do. You should only do that as a last resort if you think it's going to, drain. You have to anticipate when you think it's going to drain and save your desperation shots for that. Otherwise, try to take control of the ball, trap it, like you said. Any possible time, try to line up your shot in a way that you can predict it going in where you want to aim at.
yeah.
It's a technique, but
You're going to be at the
you
split.
can learn it as soon as you can.
You going to be at the split flipper tournament this Saturday?
I wish I could, but I'm working that day, so I will be cheering for you guys from afar. Good luck, Mark and Matt. You guys,
You want to be my partner,
do
man?
it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be your partner.
All right,
Let's do this
you
shit.
guys can do it. I'm rooting for you.
We're taking this. We're taking this tourney.
Yeah.
Tune in next week to see how we did.
I've just been thinking about touring the countryside with you guys doing tournaments.
we're gonna
It's
do it.
so fucking.
We need
it's
jerseys.
So exciting.
Let's
to
do
me.
it.
Matty Ice, Marky Mark podcast.
That'd be awesome.
Pinball team. Yeah.
I know our sponsor would love to do something like
Yeah.
that for us. So
Crazy Quarters, best arcade in the world.
also sponsor of the best podcast in the world.
Yeah. Well.
If I'm a little biased, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But I think that about wraps the show up for us. So thank you, everyone. Let me make sure. Okay, cool. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Ian, for joining us this week
Ian,
on
it was great to
on the
have you here,
episode.
man.
Thank you so much.
And again, we'll see you guys next week on the Matty Ice and Marky Mark podcast.
Peace.
That was a fucking bomb show. That was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
That was actually start to finish. Great show. It's not easy to keep 2 hours and 40 minutes entertaining.
Didn't feel like 3 hours.
Dude, that show flew by. I kept looking at the time like, really? I feel like our shows, your and my shows, run about an hour and a half, hour 45, and then anytime we got a guest, it's about
it's always
another
going to be
45 minutes.
That's why when I saw the outline being long be a long one.
Because everybody chimes in with their own side to all the topics, so
Yeah.
of course it doubles the length.
That was a great episode. Remote, so they probably couldn't hear us there. I was completely zoned out there just talking with you.
You were.
guys, so.
You forget we were live?
I forgot we were live. You know, we
It's
did
the awkward post-show chatter that only the live crowd gets to see.
for 50 some episodes. We just did regular shows, so it's we're getting a lot better at the live show, but it's still a different animal to contend with for sure. And what's the post-pod game?
Post-pod game is that it's almost 1 a.m.
Yeah, dude, that was a long fucking. I don't know if I gotta edit this bitch before I go to school tomorrow.
Yeah.
I gotta do a. So Rico, you would respect this because you're in the broadcasting field. I've got to do for school an anchor read tomorrow, so I've got to do a 2-minute segment
But you
reading
just
off
did
the
it.
teleprompter.
Yeah, you're fine, man.
Yeah, no, ad lib. I'm great at ad lib. Like
Oh, you
this,
can just
this show has crushed ad lib, but
I mean, like, just think about the D&D segment when you read off the thing.
so exactly, and you'd think it would be that easy. Reading from a teleprompter is so fucking hard because it's not necessarily hard, like difficult, because you're reading from something that's continuously going, but there's someone that's operating the speed of it. So if they fuck up and like they don't keep up with you, it can you're trying to figure out what the fuck to say next because they're not caught up with you. Because there's only 5 lines that it'll keep going. So if you just run through it and they're just too slow,
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
yeah.
That's all I thought.
And that's a thing because
That's all I thought about.
the way that they do my class is it's everyone's like a team player. So you've got the talent on the stage recording it. Then you've got your cameraman or like multiple cameramen. You've got the floor director that's counting down the time that you've got. And then you've got everyone in the studio. The one that really matters is the fucking teleprompter person. And they type the whole thing up. So if they do a bad type job, you get a bad read. If they don't keep up with the speed. I've learned that whoever runs teleprompter in a news studio or something, fucking goat of the news studio if they can do it well.
Yeah.
It's insanely difficult.
That's wild. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, probably no after show. We got to edit this thing real quick, so.
Yeah. One day we'll get back to the after
And
show.
Rico, I saw you said that, you want to be getting into pinball lately, man. This Saturday, we got that split flipper. So
yeah, I'll be
come on
there.
out.
I'll be there at the tournament's at 7.
Yes.
So I'll be there around 6:30. We can,
All of you guys in here, yeah, check it out.
Mark and I aren't the best pinballers, but we can teach you some stuff for sure. Because I know you were asking me questions last time you came in the store. Just come on by, man. Bring Coral. You guys can do the split flipper together. It's free. So what's the worst that's gonna happen? You fucking lose? Okay. But yeah, I think that about wraps the show. We're gonna edit it, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, have a good night, guys.